just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care for you. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to know it. Around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
Yo, equal and the same. Smash the chains. Hammering Hank. Ada unbreakable. CPA's crumbling. Bomb detonating. Rough. What? Yo, we equal and the same. No damn chains on our flame. CPS, demon scheming, playing very twisted game. Hammering Hank, pounding hard. Shattering the frame, fighting for blood rights. Igniting the blame. Ada warriors rise up fierce. Disabilities defy the curse. Equal under fire, no retreat, no reverse. They divide and conquer, label us lame. But on a podcast, we unleash the hurricane. Equal and the same. What? We demolish CPS. What? Hammering Hank charges. Ada invincible. Equal and the same. Explode the bomb news. People with disabilities. Warriors unleash. We seize the truth. Unleash beast. Snarling at the beast system, they caging in rage. But hammering Hank crushes the stage with savage rage. Podcasts erupting like a nuclear bomb. CPS horrors exposed, calm before the storm. Hell no. Ada armor for the bold and the scarred. People with disabilities, stars in the yard. No inferior labels, we clash in the night. Hammering vengeance till the dawn's brutal light. Equal and the same. We demolish CPS. Hammering Hank charges. Ada invincible. Equal and the same. Explode the bomb news. People with disabilities, warriors unleash. We seize the truth. fury in this infernal war. Equal and the same, we even the score. For every disability crushed and denied, hammering Hank obliterates with 8-8 tight. Porch ass Mike scorching, breaking news bomb inferno. CPS imploding, truth's eternal bad. Equal and the same. What? Smack. We demolish CPS. What? Crush Aaron Hank charges. Rob. Everyday invincible. Rob. Equal and the same. What? Let's throw the bomb news. This way. People with disabilities. Warriors unleashed. Right. Sees the truth. Rob. Unleash beast. Right. Rob. Victory. Rob. Victory. Rob. Victory. Rob. Victory.
Hey everyone, it's Henry Martaccio on Equal and the Same. It's 2/28/26. Looks like we're liberating Iran today. God bless the man behind me. Thank you for doing it. But in another way, I kind of feel sad because it's taking the heat off the whole Epstein and what's really going on in our own country. I'm praying this comes to an end with minimal casualties and the whole 9 yards. And yeah, so I don't know, but feeling good today. Even though I got shot down the other day. I don't know if you guys have ever had the pleasure of being in my state. It's called basically you got to ask permission to leave, and that's to file a motion. You're accused of frivolous motions. You're accused of vexatious motions. And again, it was done to me by another judge, Judge Schluger, in 2008. It took me 8 years to prove he was a liar. He had no subject matter jurisdiction. I was a fit parent. Leave me the fuck alone, government. And this is the problem. Once they get you into the system and you have a special needs child, they really go after you hardcore. They want every dime that they can squeeze out of you. And the best goal for them is to take your child and put them in an institutional setting or put them where they can make money off them. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's show. I thought it was great. Personally, want more of it. Guys, I'm only here to debate. I only want to debate people. Learn. This is how we learn. This is an educational ADA rights. Title II, Title III. Why Title III? Because you have the subcontractors that subcontract and take the federal dollars. That gives them now the Title II obligations. The state cannot contract with somebody that is not going to adhere to their mandates of non-discriminatory. Give you an idea in a scenario. We'll use something stupid. I'm a hot dog guy. I'm on the beach, state beach, selling hot dogs, and I decide not to sell some hot dogs to some gay people. Doesn't make sense to me. Their money is just as green as everyone else. But there is things like that going on in the country, and it becomes a fact where, no, you can't, as a hot dog vendor, do that. So how does an attorney get to decide not to use the civil rights of the disabled? And the most powerful tool we have, guys, is the rights for an investigation. These investigations are conducted by paperwork. They have to be appointed. This is an appointed position, just like it is. And again, Congress made it where the only two people have authority to remedy is DOJ and the person who is a designated responsible employee, 28 CFR 35.107 for that entity, period. A judge can't get into it. You don't have to prove the discrimination. You don't have the burden of proof. The government has the burden of proof. So what I found is that they're only using the Title I application. That means your complaints are going to their HR department. You're dealing with people who not only deal with employees, but also deals with the general public. No, Congress has made it again a fact that this person has to have and it's again a case law that would be in Rikers Island settlement agreement. Again, 2004. I keep screaming, go back to the old stuff. You have to go back to the intent of every statute to understand where these people have morphed it to make it a financial business for themselves. That's about it. Yeah, so don't have much to do tonight. I'm hoping I can have Darren in a little bit, maybe post up some links at the end of the show and take a couple questions from people. Because again, this is about interaction, guys. We got to get the word out there. The government is actually underneath the False Claims Act in your state. They are declaring that they are compliant in order to get the federal funding. If you have a child that is not getting the wraparound services, which again, this is all going to be new because I just found this out the other day. I believe it was a 2019 DOJ settlement agreement with West Virginia. Look it up. It talks about the wraparound care. It talks about the whole holistical approach. I've even found out certain things can't be decided without an evaluation from the Department of Social Services if it's in regards to housing, medical, where they're going to live in the community or whatever. So again, there's a lot going on here, a lot of moving parts that even I am just starting to touch the tip of this iceberg. I ain't the best. Again, I don't even know why I'm doing here. Why? Because I'm a parent who had a child, and again, he had disabilities, and as a parent, I knew his rights were within the ADA. I got trained by the state, and what the funny part is, not one of them, and they're mandated to teach these laws that we are talking about here tonight. Administrative duties, period. After that, I don't have to go prove the individual discrimination. Were you compliant or were you not compliant? And what day of the week will you be compliant is the question. Because until then, you shouldn't receive any federal dollars. And again, guys, all the case law that I read that's been positive, that we've gotten, government officials and held them accountable for the actions, it's been when it's linked to money. Look at how they're going bullshit on voting. It just doesn't make sense to me. And enough of my babbling because I talk to myself all day. I want to hear Darren because I think he might have some exciting news tonight, maybe. I'm pushing him. I say we ought to lock that man up and make him finish up the app because there's a lot of people out there that could benefit from this. We, as a human people, are not supposed to not only be a parent, but we have to know every aspect of government from their administrative policies and procedures to their legal policies and procedures. And again, it's what about the legislative? Because again, if you don't ask your legislator to look into the investigation of why you're being discriminated against in family court or Department of Developmental Services or CPS or whatever the entity might be, your school. It's tough, guys. You have to dig into it. And I'm telling you, it's beneficial every day to input a log into some type of AI that's going to help you down the road to assist to do a federal removal. I'm almost done working out my kinks on my removal. I did it in 2013. And basically, I believe they had affirmative obligation to understand, but I didn't use certain statutes like False Claims Act, like Title IV, B funding frauds, like what else? 18 USC 242, 241, 243, UCC 1. There's a lot here that, again, why do we have to be the experts? But when you see these schmucks you're against, they end up saying, oh, I only do probate, or I only do juvenile, or I don't do appeals, I don't do appellate work, I don't. Fuck you. We're forced as parents, when the government is absolutely discriminating, that we have to turn around and prove by policies and procedures that they are discriminating. You will never, unless that judge kills your child, and even then, there's plenty of that shit where these judges are eating our fucking kids with Epstein. Which again, my feeling is, let's bring out the noose. Public hangings. I understand there's a congresswoman, Nancy something, I believe it was. I saw it on Facebook today. I think I did post it, go on my Facebook, but she's proposing a bill where it's It's mandated death penalty if you harm a child. And I think that's a damn good idea. I really, really, really do. Public humiliation's got to come back. You're a bad parent, you should be stamped. You're a pedophile, you should be stamped. It's just how we have to live. We're in a moralist society today where it's getting your hustle on, get your game on, get your freak on, whatever else it's called. But again, I'm getting off into my babbling, guys. Sorry. Hey, Darren, come rescue me. I'm over here bailing on myself. I'm hoping to see if we can get next week on the probate trap. Luann and Robin, if you get a chance, go look them up. Awesome people about elder laws and the whole probate scheme, which I think applies to the probate adult, applies to the probate child. Go ahead,
Hey, Henry,
Yo.
you have a person out there asking you. She says, "Hi, I'm going through this. My son is severely autistic. She's disabled. Prosecutor literally said that I can't parent and using my disability and his as grounds for neglect. Portage County, Ohio."
First thing you have to do, and it's going to be a lot of paperwork, it's all about complaints. You have to file a complaint with HHS, OCR. You need to start asking for your designated responsible employee. You can Google my name. I purposely put my name up there. I'm in the state of Connecticut. You can read my appellate briefs. It's a foundational argument. But first, if you feel like you're being discriminated against, especially seeing how they're using your disability, and that's just it. They can't. They have to overcome and give you a modification of your program, services, and activities to ensure success of the program, services, and activities that best fits the disabled's needs. These are real simple words, guys. It's written in law. And again, without taking the time to write, and don't get into the he said, she said shit until you confirm that person is the designated responsible employee. They've told somebody else to take by paperwork to take your complaint, because by law, your complaint is supposed to be like a police report. There's supposed to be a case number, who's involved, facts of story, conclusion. And if there is discrimination, there has to be somebody that approves it with monetary control of the budget. Again, go to the 2004 in Rikers Island settlement agreement. I am arming you with the best information that I've come across in the last 18 years in regards to my argument. They will not identify. They will not allow you to file a complaint. Your next step is going to be going to your state disability rights. You also have in your state probably and again, CC them all on the same fucking paperwork. It's real easy, guys. They're government freaking emails. And the best part is you can kind of Google, and if you're an ethical hacker, you can get to find out a lot of information about these state employees, because most of these dipshits love to go out there and post their stupid ass lives and look at me shit. So it's real simple. Time consuming, and that's what they bank on, because they know you got to work. You got to fight for your child. They're running you into the ground. This is what they're trying to do. I have filed all the complaints, and actually, thanks. Okay, so by their most complaints you read or most inquiries to the ADA, you're going to see a 10-day request period. I say, fuck you. I have a constitutional right to walk into my town hall. I have a constitutional right to walk into a courthouse and even observe. I have the right to go to a library and get them out. So again, kind of wrong on that whole 10-day request bullshit. Would it be respectful to give them a request ahead of time? Yes. But I think that's your golden ticket. If they don't answer you in 10 days and you put it in writing and you have to tell them, again, think in these terms, guys. I keep telling you, it's simple language, simple terms, simple intent. Basically, if it's not written there, your request wasn't put in. So again, you want to make sure you have 10-day grace period. They don't answer you. You have the right to go to federal court to mandate a federal intervention for them to identify. And again, it's going to be tough to find, but you can get the documents. I had a state employee slip it for me, but Donald DeFranzo was it. The person in the state of Connecticut from 2008 to 2012, I think it was maybe, or maybe 2010 to 2012. But he basically retired 6 months later, came back as our commissioner of the lottery system. This is a guy who runs a park, claimed he was an ADA advocate and couldn't handle the pressure of compliancy. It's not hard. They have the authority, and I believe underneath their administrative duties, to immediately, if they identify a judge who is discriminating or has discriminated, and it's equal and the same to a police officer. If a cop discriminated in one town, he can't go to another fucking town and do it again. His license to be a cop is done. So again, why would they allow a judge to continue to be on the bench? This is bias. This is an unintended protection that Congress never gave. Guys, it's going to be hard for us to argue this immunity shit from the Constitution days. It's really 250 years of them chipping away at it, where they recognize it as, nah, that ain't the practice of law. We don't do that anymore. Type mentality, where the ADA is a new 14th Amendment due process right that nobody has flushed out. And the case law is very limited. But the intent and impact of Congress's words to end discrimination against people with disabilities, and this is the lovely part, perceived disabilities. Once they perceived you, and who the fuck is a judge to diagnose you from the bench? I don't get that one. And maybe even go against your treater. Again, why won't our public treaters get involved in our court cases? You have to now go out and hire all these specialists. Bullshit. Make that argument right to the federal court. You make constitutional arguments to the federal court of denial of program services and activities for the needs of program success. It's not hard. I've tried to do that. Mine was moot. Listen, they mooted my ass too. But once they mooted you, you could have went to that question. Why am I being denied the right to file in a free investigation like a rape victim, like an illegal, like whatever else you want to throw into the soup? I mean, seriously. And again, the entity is looking at a whole. The state has to be looked at as a whole, not just the private here, because it starts with their head, right, which is your government, and then goes to the body. Judicial, whatever, the services of judicials, this hand. If this hand discriminates, that hand goes with it to jail. It doesn't matter. If your hand turns around and steals something, your whole body goes to jail. It's the principle of the law. And again, I'm not sure if I'm saying it in an easy enough way, but if you've done this, give them your final warning, 10 days, compliancy, designated response. And again, when I write a brief for myself, on the very bottom, you must put it in the same 14, whatever yours is. Mine's Room Old Times, or it's a New Century, or whatever your state demands for format. You put it in the same caption as the case number, the font size on the bottom. Demands 28 CFR 35.107. The next page, if you do not, you know what I mean, answer in the same font within 10 days, you give the rights of a federal oversight. That's it. You have to warn them that you are going to go forward and perceive to the next level because they have discriminated against you. I also want you guys to look up a case called Georgia versus Rachel. It's an old 1963, I want to say, private, went against the freaking his corporal or whatever, but the general, he knew that was wrong, and basically they had to give him the right to immediately remedy because he knew what he was being told was going to break people's civil rights it was crazy case, but it's what's anchoring it to the argument when they ask for case law that you can jump over to this court and again, do not make it about the personal parents' rights. You can't do that. You can mention it and then you run a parallel 1983 suit with it. They have to be separated, guys. Your emergency relief underneath Rule 65 entitles you, if there's harm being done to your child and they got special needs, fuck me, man. They don't have the way to stop it. They can't even rule on their own discrimination. How can the judicial, again, rule on left hand, rule on its right hand? It can't. It's a question for the federal government. That is what Congress gave. And what pisses me off is these bullshit freaking disability rights centers do not ensure the first mandate of the ADA. Because without the designated responsible employee, how do you develop policies and procedures? That's the person who signs off of it. This argument is so simple, guys. Kick it down for the door for what it is. And again, it's a parallel argument to whatever other arguments that you have going on. But I'm here just to protect somebody with a disability. The court has to be sober to the needs of the disabled person and the rights. If they're not, that's discrimination. How can you tell me that would be an effective program, service, and activity? It just doesn't work. And again, that's compared to somebody who's typical. I just don't understand it. Because if you're typical, then what reason other than maybe, again, with the Epstein shit, you pedophiled your own kids. Fuck it. Cut the guy's dick off. I don't know, whatever. And we can't even say that anymore because with the whole lesbian shit, there's lesbian rape too going on with children. So who the hell knows anymore? But where's Darren? What do you got for me for good news, my brother? Besides Iran is going bomb, 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 Iran, bomb, bomb, bomb.
I'm working hard back here, Henry. I'm trying to get this thing done so we can announce it. I'm almost there. I'm very close.
You're very close. So you're going to tell me to keep strumming it along.
Strumming play, Henry. You got a video or something you want me to play? You got anything that you need played up there? Want me to put something up? Look at that. Kelly says it's in North Carolina. It's unlawful to financially exploit a disabled person.
Oh, absolutely. And again, it's crimes against humanity. And hey, maybe throw the link out there. Let's bring in a guest if you still need more time before you're big, because he might be close.
In the box. You know what, guys? Here, I'm going to put the link out there. You guys want to come in here and see?
Somebody wants to come in and bullshit? Let's bullshit. And again, especially if it's somebody that felt offended from last week. There is no offense here. We have to come down to a plausible path for all of us. And again,
that's the link. Please use this with respect and everything. Don't come in here and just be an asshole.
Please don't come on your cell phone because it's going to break up unless you got a good connection and you're sure.
Have a good connection. Come
in. Because again, that's just something crazy. But yeah. Who are you waving to?
I was waving to you, Henry.
Oh, all right.
I'm down here. I'm down low.
Down low.
Low. So yeah, I put that link up there.
Families need justice, Ray. I definitely agree with you. And again, it ain't just about families. It's again, Congress's finding in 1990, the disabled were being purposely segregated, isolated, humiliated, degraded, taken advantage of. So again, Your Honor, what the fuck is going on here today? I got DCF workers that are aligned. They haven't been through their mandated effective training. And again, to understand the ADA, I want you guys to go. There's 10 training centers in America. Congress in charge them to interpret the ADA because the ADA is a living, breathing document. It cannot be closed because of, again, technologies come along. Believe it or not, like our text to talk, that was for, again, people with effective communication needs. Just all your hearing impairment stuff.
What was that guy's name? The really, really smart guy there that led the way there. The guy that was very handicapped. He was
yeah, and he was a brilliant.
brilliant. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, he actually made a CBD strand that was just supposedly incredible. That for people with like fiber optic, whatever, your neurological problems and autism.
Oh wow! So I don't know. Stephen Hawkins.
That's it, Stephen Hawkins. Look it up. So look up, and it ain't cheap, bro. I'm not kidding you when I say not cheap. It's not cheap.
What, Stephen Hawkins?
Look up Stephen Hawkins CBD for autism. He invented a strand.
Okay. Stevie.
Huh? Okay.
But and again, we should be coming online right now pretty soon in April. I believe we're allowed to get CBDs for people, and I think that's going to help a lot of the public's anxiety.
Hawkins. CBD.
We have a cannabinoid problem, and again, go up to my website or Facebook a week ago maybe, about parasites in our body and how can it fucking grab your brain, bro. And they showed it's happening in mice. If it happens in mice's brains that do not make mice fearless of cats and those walk right up and get all eaten, then that cat gets disease and goes into their brain, makes them all crazy. We call it freaking rabies.
All right, here you go, Henry. Here's the thing. I'm gonna see if I can't pop up a video about this here. But here it is. The
I really believe a holistic approach. I mean, seriously, depression, vitamin D, zinc, migraine, zinc, magnesium.
There you go, right here. You see it?
And again, I'm not a doctor, guys. Go see a naturopath in your state.
I'll put this link up here for everybody so they can all get this.
What is it?
This is what you're talking about. Stephen Hawkins, the National Library of Letters. His CBD enriched cannabis for autism spectrum disorder.
Yes.
So that's what this is right here.
I was hoping to see a picture of the nugget because it's beautiful.
This is autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder characterized by deficits in communication, social interaction, restricted interest, and repetitive behaviors. Although more cases are being diagnosed, no drugs are approved to treat the core symptoms of cognitive and behavioral problems associated with autism. Therefore, there's an urgent need to develop an effective and safe treatment. And this is the case, I guess, in the whole thing with what they did.
And again, Darren's seen Nathan grow since I put him on folic acids and B6s. It's almost like pregnancy women tablets, but
you're still coming up on you don't know, right? Like the development of it, like you don't know what.
I still am having issues of the detoxification. The government won't accept biomedical approach. Which again, if you guys look up a company called Great Plains Laboratory, I know it's been changed, but again, that's the kind of testing you want to look at the cellular level of yourself. You got problems and disabilities, and that's what's hilarious is these courts are sitting there, and again, for the longest time, how many years have we heard from the psychologists and the psychiatrists? Oh, it's a mental thing, it's a genetic thing. Fuck you, it's an environmental toxin and we're doing it to ourselves. Another lie.
Yep.
Another lie from the government.
Another one.
Nobody wants to come in and bullshit, huh?
Improved cognition was reported on 4 patients. Increases social. All right, so it says the main improvements of the treatment were as follows. A decrease in behavioral problems was reported in the 10 patients. An increase in expressive language was reported in 7. Improved cognition was reported in 4 patients. An increase in social interaction was decrease in stereotypes was reported in 1 patient. The parents reported improvement in cognition.
You got it, Kelly. About Big Pharma.
The enriched cannabis treatment for over 2 years.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think mine.
Again, I believe in the old Indian medicine. Honestly, I really do. Why can't we have a little blend of it of both Western medicine along with even the Asian medicines, the herbs, the spices, and
Oh, we got.
Why the fuck do they push Twinkies on our market?
So they can make us sick, Henry.
That's it. Big Macs, that ain't even. Oh, McDonald's, it's supposedly got humans in it.
All right, Henry, we got Brenda. Brenda's in the house with you. Our girl, Brenda. Bring back Brenda.
Oh, yeah?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Before I bring her in, I got to do this here. Let me see here.
What's that sassy one up to?
That little rocket ship of a woman there.
Always on the go.
Yes, she is. Man, that woman is a freaking firecracker. I'll tell you that much.
She must be. I don't even know what new mission.
She has time to come on here right now for you. But here we come. Let's bring out. Let me find it. Hold on, Henry. Sorry. Hold on. Here we go. Let's bring her out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right.
There she is. There's Brenda.
Yeah, my hair is sassy now. How do you know?
Yeah, looks like you got hit with a perm.
Well, my hair is curly. I just got it cut.
I know. It's the humidity. Look at how bad my hair is today.
Yeah. Okay, so me and Danielle, we're seeing what you got going on over here, and we're getting excited because she got a whole, I thought she was coming on in too. I should have let you be surprised, but, yeah, because that's what we're doing.
Let's talk about you then, Danielle. Where the hell are you? Because been looking for you.
She's got the info. No, but because I was hitting up Department of Justice because of the ADA violations in the Florida Department of Corrections.
Right.
And they didn't have a designated
now you have the right to remove next to friend for your husband. He's under restriction. He cannot write. They're not giving him the effective tools, his iPad, these glasses. Come on. This is how you get them, guys. This is not a joke. But I sent you something a week ago.
You did.
You didn't see it, huh?
No, I guess not.
Wow. Did you know your Louisiana had a settlement agreement with the Department of Justice and the Supreme Court, ordering them to mandate effective laws and regulations for the attorneys, the bar, the society, and everyone. You ought to take a read on that one.
Oh.
But the better one, and I want you to use this for your husband, is right now the West Virginia 2019. We just found that the other day. It's an incredible, which, guys, I will share that really quick because I do have it on my screen.
See your head.
I wonder where.
Because now I got people on here with me. I can tell me they see it.
I'm just wondering where that where she is with that thing. She was going to share it.
What's this? No, state of Connecticut. Can you guys see that, sir? Sirs? No.
Well, now it's your screen, Henry.
I'm in.
You guys don't see my desktop right now?
You see your desktop, yes, sir.
Where
County 0988 says.
Come on, they want to see this thing you got.
Where the hell did I put it?
Facts Over Lies is in the house. What's up, Facts Over Lies? Hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh, here's the
What you guys aren't even talking about this war that's going on. Hello.
Well,
there you go. There you go, my friend.
Oh.
Look her up. Great one.
Oh, so okay.
It's case number DOJ 204-32M-60, 204-32-88, 204-3289.
There's a lot of numbers to remember.
Use any of them. Just look up the United States investigation of Louisiana attorneys licensure system pursuit to the American Disabilities Act. Guys, this is your balls. You're going to grab these people by the balls. These attorneys, scumbag of attorneys, like I just had 2 days ago, tell me he knows no obligations that an attorney has to the ADA for me, which he's not my attorney. But my
Well,
attorney
yeah,
has
what if
even more.
that public defender Chris had in Louisiana? Come to find out, he didn't even file a habeas corpus. So there you go.
That's discrimination.
I saw D. She was just in here. Where'd she go?
Danielle was in
Discrimination.
here a
Why?
minute ago.
Because your husband's got a disability. He's been now restricted. He's taken out of his routine. He can't comprehend the burdens that have been put onto him. He's dealing with technical barriers every day of the change of his routines. So again, I'm sorry.
Dee's in the house. I see her.
D's in the house.
Yes, she is.
Who is it?
Going in and out.
Who is
also-
this?
There she is.
She's
So-
also the Punisher.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know.
that one. But where's my PDF?
So in Florida, they
Of
you know,
Virginia.
they're in non-compliance with the ADA and
Well, hello,
FDC.
Danielle. Wait up. Let me
Hey.
take off my screen here. I was just looking for a document. Let me find you. Hold on, girl.
Danielle, see if you can share that. What you got?
the little info thing.
Yeah.
What? Because me and Brenda, we did. I can share it. It's like a little infographic thing, but we did the research because they were going to moot her complaint, Brenda's, about the designated responsible employee for Florida, the
That's
FDOC.
when you could go federal right there on the spot. That's evidence right there to go federal. They just mooted you. They cannot they cannot underneath the ADA deny the effective communication, deny the interaction
Well,
process.
guess what?
Guys,
did
you
research.
have to interact with these assholes.
Yeah, we believe me, well, what was that? We stayed up really late. We got
Yes.
a letter back out to them, and how they answered me before was through postal mail. So let's see what happens this
But
time.
That's okay.
now-
They answer you, and once they answer you, it's evidence of discrimination. If they do not give you the designated responsible employee,
There's no one.
you want job training, job description.
They are not
you
in
want
compliance.
job
They-
knowledge. You want to know how they know what they know about your disability, and where was it approved by their ADA advisory committee. And by the way, guys, who is their ADA advisory committee? Because if their ADA advisory committee is not made up at least of 60% disabled, sorry, that's a non-compliant ADA advisory committee.
The FDOC has the warden, the a regional ADA coordinator, and then the classification officer is the one that is like the middleman to get the
what's a
inmate in.
regional? What's a regional? Does he
Exactly.
have monetary control over the budget? If he doesn't, he is nothing. That means
They're
Well,
in-
the thing is
exactly.
that
only
form,
one that
remember,
would be that
Chris,
designated wait a minute. The only one that would be the designated responsible employee is the warden. The warden holds monetary control, but he can't be a warden and he cannot be a designated responsible employee.
Exactly.
So
There's no one.
fucking
it's
interest.
same with the classifications
fails.
officer,
Your
because they
fucking
appoint
fight
the classifications
fails.
officer. They have another
We
job
have-
to do.
Right,
It
and we
fails,
have
guys. I'm trying
shown
to tell you.
Florida. We went that letter that got mooted. We went after the whole as an entity, like a whole as
Entity,
all the
right, in their
FDOC prisons.
administrative duties,
instead of-
administrative duties.
Yes,
Then-
instead
then
of just
we'll go underneath 18 USC 1442, I think it is, or 43. Don't quote me on it. People need to look up their numbers. But again, hey, I got a question for you. You did, or maybe you didn't. I was able to put together some case law. In other words, I took all my case law and I put it into one PDF. I put all my Word document because, like, when you're at the Westlaw, it's easier to cut copy in Word and then take my little zip drive home. So I have Word documents in PDF documents. Darren, I don't know if we could put that up on my website on Equal and the Same so people can start seeing it. And guys, what I want you to do is
Hey, check it out.
Use it.
Trevor, hold up. Trevnev21 says, y'all mad stupid. I'm going to keep it a bean. So if we mad stupid, Trev, come on in. Let's talk Henry.
Who?
88.
Who's mad? Who's Trev?
The bean.
Don't know. But
Yeah.
Darren, can you do
A
that?
troll?
Can we tell the public
Yeah.
right now? You can put that up on the our Facebook.
Yeah, our website.
Right, CPS
The
News.
website,
Yeah.
right?
Website. Sure will, Henry.
I don't
Just
even know what
We
that's
should
like.
do that
just
with that
the
stuff we
case
got out
law
of the notebook,
PDF
Danielle.
and the case
You
law
what now?
Word document.
Yeah, we can
What'd
do
you say?
that.
And guys, what I want you to do as you go through your computer one day and do what I did, post it, because the more we can give this to people, the information is there. You can take it, download it, and put it through AI and compare it to your case.
Right?
It's impossible to understand all these settlement
Kelly,
agreements, guys.
hey, Kelly, what
You
it means
need
is,
to use
Kelly-
AI to keep your life situated. So when
Listen.
you're done, like Brenda right now, right? Brenda, did you follow up with a, hey, this is my understanding of this conversation today, that you told me that the designated responsible employee was you, 28 CFR 35.107.
You did.
I've asked you for a job description. I've asked you for your training. I've asked you for effective communication so that I can understand that I'm dealing with the right person, because I'm dealing with personal information here. And again, how come you haven't assigned us a case number?
Well, the thing is that
hey guys, can we
when
just, can we,
I told Chris to request the
Brenda,
form
Brenda, see what
that was supposed to be the first step, and as
Brenda.
soon as he put his request in for this form where he could
Brenda.
put a complaint in there,
Brenda.
they moved his ass.
right.
Yeah, but
sorry.
look,
Guys, can we address Kelly here?
Yeah.
Kelly asked, what does it mean to be mooted? Mooted means just like you think it sounds. It's the judge says this
Don't care.
this no longer makes sense to talk about, so we're going to move along with whatever we're saying. This means
They
your
cannot tell the ADA it's mooted. They can't. They cannot tell you when you raise your hand and you say, Your Honor, I am not getting effective program services and activities. There's no effective communication. I've had no interaction. I've had no rights to file complaints against state actors and state players. Tennessee Lane, guys. And the stronger case when it comes to family is going to be Popovich.
Yep.
Popovich.
Brenda, tell them why they were gonna moot yours. It was just because
He felt they thought, since I brought up two different incidents of problems at one at Jefferson, one at Bay Correctional, that since he was no longer there, they figured,
moot it.
oh, well, it's moot because the problem they believed was solved because he's no longer there. But the fact is, he's still in Department of Corrections, so that's why we went back.
And what did we do, Brenda? We went back and we did our own research, and we went and I said, screw this. They're not going to moot that. We're going to go after them as a whole, because we're going to go request the things that we need to. And yes, they are in violation of the settlement agreement from 2021. They don't have a designated responsible.
Wait. How did you know they're involved in the settlement agreement in 2021?
Because I've been doing the research. I looked it up.
Because you have to look up the states.
Yes.
So you have
That's why I
to
told
look up
Brenda.
different
Yes.
areas, like you go to either your disability rights of your state, or you go to the DOJ website. Sometimes I've triggered it off of news articles.
Well, that's how you have to do your research, and that's what we
then
did.
You request it. So my next question, on the bottom of that settlement agreement, there should be a signing name, correct? Now, did you include and figure out if that person's still representing the state or not?
That person is still representing the state. Yes.
Oh, so would you think it'd be a great idea to have that person now CC'd on your paperwork?
They are CC'd.
Danielle, my God, when are you going to take up your own equal on the same show? I can't believe my little Blossom, dude. You listened, and again, I'm being a smartass so that these people understand how I'm hammering this.
You gotta do your research. That's the thing.
Simple.
That's where people are failing. They're not.
Simple argument. Are you or are you not compliant? Then fuck you. You're discriminating against all.
They are.
I don't even have to go any further. DOJ
FDOC is in non-compliance with the ADA. They are in non-compliance. They are not compliant right as of right now. They have a very, very bad pattern it's very like we got a pattern and practice of evidence of repetition of this.
As
It's on.
what we call that is called a tester of the system.
Yep.
We are a tester of the system, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, because we had to contact for the
now go to the federal courts and demand federal oversight for compliancy. What happened to Danielle? Bring back.
Oh no, I'm still here. My camera, but like with Chris, with her husband, they started like you have to get a form and you have to do all this, but the classification officer is the one that initiates the communication with the ADA court. That is, I said, whoa.
Original.
And then
I'm gonna
really blow your
the
mind
first step was filling out this form.
I'm gonna really go deeper into this.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
I wish
gotta
I had my
realize
computer out in
what
front of me.
works for one Title II entity
Does
can
not
be
work.
applied to another Title II entity because the state is a whole. So
Right.
in the Department of Education, they have to give you this thing called a procedural safeguard underneath the 504.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah.
the ADA, just for everyone to know, their enforcement does draw from the 504, but it also goes to other acts. And that's the beautiful thing about the ADA. You can go to any act or any law that gives greater protection and say, well, that application could work here.
Because I tell you, in
You
the
understand where I'm going with
yeah.
this? Right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So people know this is how simple it is, Danielle. You're kicking ass, girl. You are fucking people up. So that's
Brenda,
is when you're doing your federal fucking removal next to friend for Chris.
That's what we're going after next. We're waiting on
Brenda.
Yeah.
Brenda's been busting balls. Like, let me tell
what
you,
the fuck happened to you, Brenda?
Chris is he's getting help. Like he's getting some of the help that he needs now. They're all of a sudden, I mean, and I'm like, because when they said they were going to moot her, I said, no, Brenda, let's go. Instead of going after the facilities, let's go after the FDOC as a whole. I said, because they're just going to try to throw it like hush it and just try to get you to just leave them alone. I said, no, let's go ahead and hit them where it hurts. So I said, well,
you really want to give them the last shot, 10-day notice. You're going to be doing a federal removal.
Oh yeah.
Again, guys, you want to do
that. We think, yeah, because we sent the letter,
you want to do it.
Told you, Brenda.
I could read the damn
Your
letter.
only relief to stop the discrimination is you want federal oversight. You want an investigator assigned to the case. You want to be able to turn around, have the judge too refer to the DOJ, HHS, and wherever the Department of Prisons fall under. I don't know off the top of my head. But you also want to include Doge underneath the False Claim Act, that they are violating the rights of the people.
Yep.
And it's a falsification, I think, underneath 32, 31, 424. It'll all come together once you start looking at the False Claims Act. Hopefully, we'll have some paperwork up on the website so you guys can start reading this. But again, a simple Google.
Well, Google like different AI, but you have to do your research. Like, I mean, it took a minute.
Right question when it comes to the AI, and that's what this is about. I'm asking everyone the right questions tonight in a smart ass way. Why? Because you're going to remember this conversation, and that's what we're here for. So when everyone
that's how I remember it
and comes at it, and again, I don't know, but it's Brenda. Back to you. What the freak happened to your arm?
Oh. Well,
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mardi Gras. I did you see you all
Louisiana.
Tell them what
got
you did.
Mardi Gras going on for like 4 days down here, and after work I was going. It's just a little. Well, actually, it's very popular. With what's going on every night, but I was gonna go at it dark. The road was all fucked up, and I think I'm gonna go after the county because the road is just. It was. I'm like, really? because I went and looked at it the next day, and the road was all messed up there. Here I
She
am with
won't-
my little Mardi Gras hat on and everything because it lights
You had a
up
whole
and all.
paper
And
outfit.
boom,
didn't
I
you?
was down. I didn't even get there. That was it.
No,
I guess God
4
says
steps.
I'm not going there tonight.
She said 4 steps away from the vehicle, and she just opened the door, got out, walked 4
So
steps,
what'd
and
you
she
do?
was
Crack
down.
your elbow?
Hmm?
Her radical head, the rotary part of her elbow, she messed it
Radial
up.
head, yeah.
Radial
It's
head.
but it's
Is
just it's a break, but there's no fragments or anything, so I think it's gonna be okay. I just got it checked this weekend. I got it rewrapped, and there's a cast part here,
Well,
and then they just wrap it around.
I don't know. I know you can't see it, but I broke my arm when I was in a car accident when I was young, and they had to put plates and pins here. He told me this is the worst bone in the body to break because of the less bone mural. You're better to break your leg bones than you are your
Yeah.
arm
This
bones.
one would be like if I want, and this I'm left-handed, by the way. Here we go. But yeah, he's like, if you would try to turn a key with that, you ain't gonna do that because that's what that does. It's like when you can't turn it from this way and that.
Right.
I can't put food in my mouth. I knew that was a problem, so I had to go down in the emergency room. I wasn't able to shove food in my mouth. Come on. I know you guys needed some comic relief in here.
So
that didn't sound good.
how's the pain level? All right.
It really didn't hurt much at all. That's why I couldn't believe it was broken. I guess dislocations hurt a lot more because I remember dislocating my ankle one time. But
Believe it or not, when I broke my arm, it was my left arm that was throbbing. I told the ambulance guy, dude, my left arm. It's my right arm that was broken.
I broke it. I also did this one got broke here when some years ago. That's when I found out I was pregnant with my my youngest daughter. That's why they wouldn't they didn't operate on it or whatever because of they couldn't give me the gas. But yeah, it was messed up there for a long time. Just that little piece right there.
Danielle, looks like you got a fancy dress on. Looks like you got a fancy dress on tonight.
And you got a lot of dust on your ceiling.
Fancy dress on.
Oh,
this is the.
No, I mean it's not a dress. It's like a nightgown, I guess.
Well, I don't know.
What is it called? It's called a Brenda. What are these things called? I wanted to say moot, but they're what are they called? A muumuu. That's what they're called.
Are you wearing a muumuu? That's an old lady outfit then?
Yeah, it's a muumuu.
I don't even wear
So
muumuu.
how nice is it down by you guys?
It's warm here.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, it's warm. I get.
Is it still like blizzard up there?
I was happier than pig and shit. Are you kidding me?
I bet. It's hot down here.
It was.
It's
been in the 70s over here.
Yeah, I got snowbanks that are about 2.5 feet.
Holy crap! Is it still snow? So it's still like the blizzard weather up in Maine.
No, it was last weekend, but you know.
Yeah, my son got caught in Boston.
My friend Darren, I happened to catch him one day when he got a plow truck stuck. How the fuck you do that, son? Hey, he's got snowbanks that are fucking huge up there in Maine.
Well, I'm originally from up north. I know how it is. We lived in New Hampshire and all that.
Hey, Sam was down there at Mardi Gras too, and I think she's coming on tonight. So we got about
Mardi Gras
half hour.
I've seen her posting something. They ain't no Mardi Gras in Florida. I'm sorry, you got to come down to Louisiana.
I think she did. I think she went to Louisiana.
What?
Yeah.
I seen her posting something a while back about Florida, Mardi Gras in Florida. I'm like, girl.
No, she's down there in the Panhandle, so it ain't that far. It's a day trip.
It's kind of weird because even in northern Louisiana, they don't celebrate Mardi Gras like they do in the southern part. But
well, girl, I think you ought to give up your Mardi Gras days. You know, you're a respectable woman. There shouldn't be no reason you going there and flashing everybody. Because again, I think you got it's not elbow from flashing everybody.
No, that's only in New Orleans they do that.
I thought all Mardi Gras. We do it here in Connecticut when there's a Mardi Gras. That's why you go hang out at the bars. You give them these.
Well, then on Mardi Gras Day, which was on a Tuesday, I went then during the day and I got to see the parade. They got the whole outfits with the fringe all over it and people carrying around their chickens, and that's what they do. They chase the chickens. That's the whole thing. They do a whole thing. There's Mardi Gras queens and for every age, every
Hey,
age.
Danielle, do you notice Chris is looking to speak with you?
Huh?
Chris is looking to speak with you.
Chris Brayton?
Yep,
Okay.
in the chat box.
Oh, she
Okay.
is. Danielle, I need you to
don't
call.
know.
Johnny
Oh,
boy,
I
dude,
can
I'll
tell
call.
you, Chris. I'm going to tell you what
everybody
Chris was
misses
showing
Danielle.
me. It was some
Everybody misses
bullshit that
Danielle.
Chris she remember you probably heard her tell you about when her son they took his tonsils out without her knowledge or anything. Well, come to find out, she finally got the paperwork, like the some guardian or whatever, whoever she's got helping her, got the paperwork. Here it says his name on top, the boy's name on top, and then down here it says it's a 4-year-old girl. Are they taking out the tonsils to the wrong person?
Wow.
It's
Well,
like,
that's
wow.
like the guardianship petition for my son. They done amended it 4 times and they had my dead mother on there. Like what the
Hey, so talking about that, I'm gonna moot Brenda now, and I want to know what's going on with you and your fight.
So well, I know, like, I take care of my brother. So recently, just in the last,
How's
what
he
was it,
doing?
last
Getting
night?
the services
My
programs and
brother had to go. He's had a mental health breakdown. He was in a psychosis. It was horrible. Like it was bad. So that's where and he was coming after me. Like it was I don't know what's been going on with him, but this is the second time now that he's did this. But he's in the hospital right now. Hopefully everything will, I don't know what is really going on with him, and I don't know if he will be returning to me because of the simple fact of him. He was lashing out at me. He's still, but he
everyone. Wait, hi.
do it. Hey Nate.
Hey.
Guys.
But he so yeah, but he, hopefully my aunt is going to be able to get him and help me with him. My brother,
Danielle, I'm really leaning now on that side. I've been following some natural paths, man, and I'm really going on the side of that parasites. And again, I posted something. I started off the show this way. I posted something a couple weeks ago or less about parasites on the brain, and if it's done with rats, and they've proven rats now will go after mice, then the mice eat the rat, and then they get the parasite. It just continues to go up the food chain. I think we got more problems than what we really want to think.
Yes, and
I'm stable. Then the question is why would he become unstable? And it is not a chemical imbalance in the brain. We've already proven this. There's something else, deficiency, a mitochondria.
And you're right, because my brother,
who the fuck knows mercury?
Well, I don't. He'll probably
Eat
kick
some
my butt for
limes.
saying this.
It'll help get rid of those parasites.
But I know he had passed a. I thought it was. I don't know what it was, but it was a worm, and it was a big worm. My brother. So I know something was off with him big time with his body. My brother. And
and again, guys, you want to look up, it's called the Ladders Program. It's been changed to something else, but there's a doctor called Dr. Tim Bowie, B-U-I-E, Timothy Bowie. Guy's unbelievable. I'm telling you, we do not know how the gut is linked to the mind. And again,
it is because my brother is,
and these fucked up judges saying you're fucked up. Bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you can ask Brenda how my brother's been acting like this week. I've had to stay in my room, just put it that way.
Listen, you can have aluminum, you can have heavy metals, you can have chemical toxic. At any time your body, it's called glutathione. Your glutathione comes from, again, derivatives of your GI system that signals the brain to do something. We're just getting to understand all this shit, guys. And I'm telling you right now, before you hit him hard, because now the states grabbed them, they're going to hit him with psychotropics. What are you fucking
Well,
nuts?
no,
You know?
he's
No, them. That's their
oh,
first thing
well,
for
that's where my
everything.
son. Well, that's my
Yeah,
son. My
no,
son
no.
and my son was removed from the learning center, which was school, and they said it was an emergency removal because somebody called the sheriff's department and said that he was in imminent danger, or he was in danger with the
They have to
caregiver,
do
which it was
too.
a lie. They did it, and
do.
now I don't know where my son is. Have not heard anything. But March 3rd, we have I get to go in front of the judge and everything that day. I get to file what I need to. I filed my motion for
I'd
disclosure of
be
location.
demanding ADA all the way.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know what he's getting for treatment because I have an association right to know.
I gotta
Fuck
find him
you.
first.
If you want to say fuck you on my parents' rights, guess what? I have an association right to know.
Right.
Guys,
and
getting that?
parents,
Wait, I'm trying to hammer this home to the crowd how important it is that the association right gives you your backup argument,
right.
which they cannot again moot. They can't moot it. You have
That's
the
what they're-
right for investigations to ensure that they're getting the correct program, services, and
Right.
activity.
Yep. And just like with guardianship and everything, the biological parent has like the right to be the first one to go for guardian, like to be appointed for guardianship or to be granted. But the state APS and what is it, the public state guardianship office, they're trying to go for conservatorship and guardianship. They're trying to exclude my aunt and me altogether. Well,
and wouldn't that be a conflict of Olmsted because he's supposed to be in the natural environment? So that's why I'd be raising up the biomedical approach to them now.
Yep.
That the state hasn't looked at the biomedical needs of this person.
Right.
Get where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Why?
And
because finally, Mr. Kennedy's showing that we've been lied to this data for the last 25 years. What they fucking think they know, they don't know, guys.
Setting. Like I put on, like I filed my petition and I said I request that he be put back in the home that he was in with Mr. Rick because he loved Mr. Rick. He was happy there. He was actually making progress for the better. He was on a positive note. And what I don't understand is this is a non-relative caregiver that is more than happy to help me with my son and everything. What?
You said something about that he liked being there. So
yes.
You know, the court, wait, again, on Olmsted, as long as he's not a danger to nobody, and that's a true danger, and he prefers that environment, they have to give that environment, and there is no age cap to it. There is no, well, that child's 12 years old, they can't make that decision. They'll fuck with you.
And then
they'll fuck with you. That ADA person has the right from their time of their disability, 6 months after their disabilities, when you're recognized underneath the prima facie test, guys. There's a prima facie test.
Because like how they removed him from, and they made a fake call to the sheriff's department. Because even the sheriff told me that, I said, because I was going to file a missing person, a missing vulnerable adult. Like my son is missing. We don't know where he's at. Who got him? Where's he at? What's going on? And the sheriff was like, oh, well, he wasn't in imminent danger. He's like, they took him. They got him. The state did. I said, wait a minute, dude. Like, no.
Because there was you're right for a federal removal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they don't even have, nobody has the authority.
We're sending them a 10-day notice again, whether they're going to comply and identify 28 CFR 35107 for the filing of investigations of discriminations of program, services, and activities, and it's fraud and swindle.
Yep.
Why? Because again, they're certifying their compliancy to get their federal dollars. So that's now wire fraud. And again, Lewis was teaching me that last weekend. I kind of like all triggered when you hear other people talk. This is what triggers things in your mind, guys. And this is all we're here for today, is to trigger the mind. And again, I wish more people would want to come on besides us.
All about how you write this, and
if our stories help, they help.
You have to speak their language when you're doing your motions or your petitions or your anything, because you
ADA, I don't have to.
Right? That's true.
I don't have that affirmative problem. I don't have it. Why? Because the ADA was designed for IQ of 69 or less to go manage and navigate through the system. And if they don't have the system in place, that is discrimination. And you don't have to go further.
And that's the that is a big issue right now with they're trying to play cleanup. That's why they did remove my son and they got him hid so they can cover their butts because they're trying to make themselves. So I filed my motion for disclosure of location and hold on. I got a structural care plan already for him filed. I've got my petition for guardianship filed. I've got my motion for disclosure of what is it? Hold on, where's it at?
Again, you have not complied. You have 10 days.
Yep.
Or else it's a federal removal. I am done playing games. My son and my brother will no longer suffer daily discrimination of segregation and isolation in an institutional setting.
He's not going to be my son.
Why?
I said I want him in a
2019 West Virginia settlement agreement, Brenda.
Yep. He's supposed to be in a least restrictive alternative setting. Like if it's a non-relative caregiver.
Attorney's obligations underneath the Louisiana settlement agreement.
Yep.
Why?
Motion for disclosure right here. I got my motion for disclosure of current placement and status. I filed a petition, my appointment for guardianship and conservatorship because they're going after both. And I said I want him in the previous placement. I want him placed back to restore stability at the.
Who even have a medical degree to change his routine?
Exactly. No, they don't. They don't.
Remember,
they don't know.
This is fundamentally unconstitutional. You keep it as constitutional arguments to the federal government.
Right.
You leave it out of the state courts, but you got to raise the question. You got to show you've asked. You got to show that they denied. Now you got discrimination.
They have amended the original petition for guardianship. The state has 4 times since 2023. I haven't even been served with the first one or the original. They've had my dead mother on there as going to be guardian in 2023. And she had been dead a year. And I'm like, are you freaking serious?
So what, as far as Chris being incarcerated with this, what we were looking up is he was supposed to on his end ask for DC 2-530A, and I sent him that, and he put it in writing to the classifications officer as he was supposed to do. Once they got that, well, he never got the form, even though he requested it, because right after he turned it in, they transferred him out to Lake Butler for medical.
But they also had that complaint too that you
now just digging point, guys, just to show you Brenda's argument. The next is I would want to look at the policy and procedure for Chris to make a complaint.
Because like the grievance process.
If it is publicized, and again, my next argument is, okay, I don't have to go just to this guy. I can go to any guard and I can say, or any marshal or any. And again, guys, my argument is when you walk into family court or CPS court, it starts at the time of intervention. If they're not giving you your procedural safeguards then, and if they're not identifying and again, allowing everything to happen after that first initial meeting, if there was discrimination, you're being denied access.
Right. Yeah. And if they're talking about filling out a form too, and this person can't fill out a form, okay, for whatever your disability is,
but they can't help them.
They have to fill that form out.
And I love doing that to the DOJ, because the DOJ, when you talk to them, and guys, when I put in my complaints on my DOJ at the end, I sit there and state in last statements, if you cannot identify 28 CFR 35.107 for this entity that I am complaining about, you cannot dismiss this case.
Let's see, is that the last letter, that the last message you sent him, Brenda, right here? Which one?
No, you got to get over to Darren, and Darren's got to post up my case law. So beef up your AI. It'll be roughly, probably, I don't know. I think I got 6 megs up there total. So whatever it is. But it's the goody stuff. And it's my
So-
research from when I was able to go to Westlaw. So like there's Tennessee Lane in there that's been shepherded. So it'll give you case law for your states because that's something that you guys want to check into. Has my state had a Tennessee Lane case? Because obviously it's stronger to show discrimination, and everyone knew. I don't care. And what pisses me off more is they're using like the heads of like the warden, we'll say. The warden doesn't have the authority to enter into a settlement agreement on behalf of the state. The only one that can do that is the state legislators.
Yep. And
so you really want to dig into your settlement agreements on you that's made it to your legislators of that state you live in.
I don't ever hear anybody talking about the CRIPA Act, the Civil Rights and Institutionalized Persons Act.
A little bit, but turn around and go ahead and tell everybody CRIPA.
It's the Civil Rights of Institutionalized Persons Act. It's for I know a little bit. I don't know. I'm still researching that one, but it has to do with
it has intents, and it's part of the wraparound care that's supposed to be ensuring. And again, like I just found out the other day in regards to Nathan,
for least restrictive.
I would think too that this argument would apply in family court or CPS. Did the Department of Social Services, because it's clearly written in social services, it's not the developmental services, but unless they come up with a policy to direct them to handle the IQ of less than 69, because the way my state separates it is you got an IQ above and below, two different departments. So Department of Social Services handles above 69. And again, that's the state federal cutoff. We won't even get into that because I believe there's people out there with autism and the IQ is 75. But
I think my brother's got autism. Because he's
look up that Great Plains and again ask them why they haven't done a biomedical approach, a full cellular analysis on him, and again to see if he's had heavy metals in his system or he's not detoxifying, because you want to start hitting these shrinks this way. And again, what knowledge do they have? And again, they're going to say, oh, those are unrefuted tests. But if you go to any naturopath that is practicing medicine that's actually curing people of their problems and even the symptoms, and again, you want to use Mass General Ladders program, it's going to transfer you to another one where Mass is very strong right now on the biomedical approach, just to let the country know.
Biomedical. Let's trying to find that.
And the doctor, you want to look for reports. And again, mitochondria dysfunction, how it supports the body, most of all the brain. If the body cannot take up the essential minerals and vitamins, and guys, this even goes on for babies. So even developmental age, I don't care. Today, I wouldn't feed a kid anything until they're at least 8 years old, anything but organic vegetables.
Rochelle, I think it's only with one P, I believe. I'm not, because hold on. The
Kripa, Rachel, Kripa.
Well, a lot they don't when you have a disabled child or a young adult, like in my case, my son's 20, the Olmstead should apply, the Kripa should apply, all of it. He should, and I have it all.
The government has an absolute burden to ensure no institution.
My son should be able to get service
non-institutional settings.
Not right. At least restrictive alternative setting.
They have to make it work.
Right. And that's like with my son, and they've removing this from this guy, the gentleman, the family that where he was staying, he loved it. He was improving. He wanted, and they manipulated him and got him to consent to going with them. That's what they did.
Same as they do when they go to parents and they say, sign this service plan. Once they do that. And again, right now, because Nathan was evicted from his home and community waiver. And again, so I'm very close to removing guys. If you're ever removed from a waiver program, you want to look at the Carr case out of Connecticut, CARR, versus, I forgot who it was, but car. Just type in car.
They tried to do that with my son.
Medicaid, Medicare.
Medicaid waiver.
Yeah, it's about during COVID times. Connecticut threw off 6,000 people, and they clearly said unless the person asks to be removed or moves out of state,
right? And like
they
and
cannot deny the program services and activities once it's approved
and
for no
like
fucking reason. They can't
then,
use
like, with
drugs
my-
either. They can't use drugs against it, like he's a drug addict. You know,
they can't, but they try. They do. But
No,
like
they
with my son, I put on like my proposed plan of care for him is to restore stability in the home with Mr. Rick, the service provider that was in it's in the best interest of him. It's for the best interest of him. And he was showing progress. It's also a home environment for him. It's a loving home. These two caregivers, like it's a family, it's a husband and wife, and they have other children that are disabled as well, but they've been in it for 20 years, and they are all about helping with my son and caring for my son and giving and helping meet his needs, and it's for the best interest of my child. So I don't know why they did not like hearing.
Actually, the best interests of the child doesn't matter anymore. It's
what he wants.
Rights of the disabled, right?
Right, and it's whatever my son wants. So if my son wants to be there, then I will fight for that. And
that's
it's
what my daughter says. It's like, well, she was autistic, and first they're saying that we didn't recognize her delays, but all of a sudden they wouldn't give her an attorney until they verified that she did have delays. And then she's asking during the visits that she wants to be at court so she can talk to the judge, and then they turn it around and say, oh, well, all of a sudden she doesn't understand what's going on, so she's not going to be allowed to go to court. I'm like, whoa. She was like, because she was 12 when they were taken. I mean, they were plenty smart enough to be able to go to court every time.
Yeah,
guys, I'm writing Sam a note because I'm telling Sam I don't know if she's going on tonight. This is the second time I sent this to her.
There's a video that I saw on John. That is so funny you say that. I was just talking to Brenda about that. The Cabbage Patch Kids and the orphan trains and stuff. There's a video that I shared. I'm trying to see what I don't know why.
Don't get her started on this
man. Look, don't.
Orphan train. Good God.
But
do
you know back in?
I just want to. Can I tell them about the response that we put in for the Department of Corrections? I'm sorry, Department of Justice. Because
you're talking about the letter. The
letter the last one I put in.
Read it.
Regarding my complaint against the Florida DOC, I am writing to provide a supplemental information demonstrating that this matter is not an isolated incident grievance, rather a central component of a system-wide pattern of practice of non-compliance with ADA Title II. And then we broke it down in different numbers and everything.
Not non-compliance of administrative duties. Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it breaks it down.
The evidence that we have complied herein suggests that FDOC's failures are structural, ongoing, and repetitive. One was the breach of mandatory statutory duty under 28 CFR State Statute 35107A. The FDOC is federally mandated to designate at least one employee to coordinate its efforts to comply with a
wait. Does that employee have to answer to somebody else? Absolutely. That employee has to answer to somebody at the legislative office. There's 3 branches of government. So in my opinion, it would go from, let's say, school to the town. From the town, technically I can go to the CHRO in Connecticut and go direct for a hearing for immediate relief. They're not offering that. From there, I can go to Superior Court. From there, I can go to Appellate Court. From there, I can go to Supreme Court. Then from there, I can go to the federal court. But you don't have to. You can go right from the school to a federal removal. Their 11th immunity has been removed. You have the right to question for federal investigations and oversight if non-compliancy of the system is not happening because you are a tester of the system. Here's the paperwork, Your Honor. I've asked, I've given them the warning. So again, it's not only from the prison, there's a food chain here, guys. We've got to follow the food chain. That's the only way you could prove non-compliancy. So that would be another great question to put up on your federal removal is, again, who do you answer to?
And
by their employee policies, they have to point you in the direction. I believe some states are allowed to use the AG. I think it should be all states are supposed to be using the AG.
The AG. I don't.
Attorney General.
I know, but I'm thinking
they were saying it was for Florida.
It's fraud.
It was regional.
It's fraud. If you're going to be
Exactly.
suing the state, then you should be able to sit there, and they should also mandate it to have a designated responsible employee for the public, because the AG has to interact with the fucking public.
And that this what we've showed is a pattern and practice record that that even it's repetitious across all the facilities in Florida. Identical failures at we did the research. We did the
beautiful. So
and
on the thing, it's gonna say Brenda, it's gonna say Chris, and others in similar and same situation in the state of Florida.
And that's what we're doing, is we're for all of it, the FDOC as a whole, because the mootness is what really pissed me off, because they were just
dude,
like,
I've been dealing with mootness for so long.
I hate that word. I just learned that
how
what it was.
Point to do it on our fundamental constitutional rights. But if they think they can moot you on a paid mandate, are you fucking nuts?
Well, I mean, the moot, like, that was a red flag right there when Brenda told me about that. What did we say, Brenda? I said they're just trying to shoo it under the rug because of him being transferred. I said, wait a minute, that right there should signal a federal, a resolution to a federal investigators, but they are not doing that. They want to just sweep it under the rug. That's why they were mooting it, what she was bringing up. And now we've combined and gathered evidence and gathered everything. So we triggered the federal investigation ourselves. So run it. Yep.
And I thought you walked away from your daddy. It feels good to birth out a baby. You know that? Yeah. I love it. Kick some ass, girls. Seriously, this is where it's at. And again, everyone wants to play all these other arguments. Oh, no, we're going to go get him underneath that. We're going to go. No, you're not.
Well, people are not realizing is you got to do the research, right, Brenda? How many times we get in an argument? Brenda's like, no. I'm like, Brenda, we got to do the research.
I wish you would show them that chart that you had printed out. Can't you remember?
I can show. Yeah, I got it right here.
Hey, I'm sorry. Brenda is willing to go fight with the fucking asphalt. So what difference does it matter?
Brenda.
Look, because the thing is she's the vampire. I'm like, it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm a little bit tired, but Danielle will be sleeping all day instead.
No, it's just when my mind's on it, like, you might as well take advantage.
Yeah, whenever you feel like motivated to do it, that's when you got to do it.
Guys, this is not an easy road you're doing. And again, this is something that I got to encourage you. They're trying to purposely burn you guys out.
Right.
And they're going to burn you out on paperwork. But you got to understand, everybody's playing this bullshit. My mind says 10 days. 10 fucking days I got to take your shit. And that's it.
They're trying to get your attention away from them and on something else and trying to get you distracted. Right. And that's why you got to stay on
another rabbit hole. You don't want to stay focused on the 10-day removal.
Yep. Because that's what they did here with me in Georgia with my, like, the guardianship stuff with my son, and then the removal with my son, and then now my brother. But then here comes paper served for a child support case that my daughter's already 18 and they're trying to go back. I don't even understand it, because my daughter didn't even graduate till 2025 and she didn't turn 18 till 2025, but yet they're trying to say it was in 2023. And I'm like, but I got 3 different papers with 3 different amounts on it, and it was under Title 4D support when it was supposed to be non-TANF. So what are they doing? Like, hello, they're taking my son's child support case and putting it on my daughter's.
If you look at the reports, see if they have different numbers on them, because if it has different numbers, then that means there's 3 different bonds. So think of it that way.
Yeah, well, they were taking, like, my son is the one that turned 18 in 2023, but they're taking my daughters, and what they did was they tried to take both amounts and add, like, they dismissed my son, but they tried to add it to my daughters. And all of a sudden I went from 21,000, now it's done changed to way less than that. Like, what are they doing? That all about that money either.
It was 66 cents on every operational dollar that they bring in. That's why I'm thinking, if you make sure, right? But now my friend Nikki out in Ohio, she says, and I believe her. I don't know if it's true, guys, or not. You got to fact check us. We're a bullshit show. When I say bullshit show, we're teaching you. You got to go fact check it, because you're going to have to learn it, because you're going to have to argue it
I don't know if anybody's ever heard, or that they're, because I did
$4 for every dollar they collect. I says, no fucking way, dude. That, and again, that's kind of making sense to me now, guys. Because if it's $4, this is a fucking cash cow that they got coming in.
Think about the Title 4D funds that they get with the child support side, right? So did you know, I just found, well, I mean, I knew when I did parenting class through, and it was the Access and Visitations one that referred me back in 2024, but it was for my daughter, right? But it's Title 4 funded. It's Title 4 funded. But the thing is if the other party, which is like, you got the custodial parent, the non-custodial parent, if they're not wanting to mediate with you, the custodial parent, and work with you, they are supposed to close the case, and that ends that Title 4 funding for that. And let me tell you, they are still receiving funds under mine, and I graduated that class.
Where you're going to get them underneath the fraud and perjury aspect of everything, and the false claims.
Yes,
and child support, contact.
Yes, but make sure it will be marked Title 4 support,
Kelly.
But they are pulling money. And what did she say? What did
she said? Contact HHS. It's HHS OCR that you want to, again, and Doge.
Mm-hmm.
You want to throw Doge into that scene, even though you're not going to get through. And the only way you guys can get through is you're going to do additional evidence, toll and roll, then put your case. Don't forget to CC them the paperwork, so they got a running stack on what Doge is supposed to be doing, because their name's in the system and it's triggering it already directly to Doge, according to Billy. You know,
Doge still,
but well, you know what? If we file underneath the common thing, and you're an IT person more than me, but it kind of makes sense to me. If we all start off with the same caption, then we become a long laundry list when they do like a FOIA or they do a search or something like that.
We need a pattern tracker, like
again. I'm begging all these groups, man, have more meetings. Let's get some meetings on
an organized case. And like, if you haven't met, what it is people got to get their cases together so we can start showing these patterns. I mean, that's the biggest thing. A clean case is going to show, and that where we could start showing. Oh my God, my camera froze.
Now, did you guys talking about Dr. What's his name? Stephen. With the ganja he did for CBDs for whatchamacallit. But if you look, you're looking at triple blind studies. Guys, this is how we have to crunch the numbers. It has to be triple blind. We cannot. So the triple blindness of us filing all a particular way is again, it's going to bring in the data.
Can you make your screen bigger?
I'm trying to, but the dog is being a pest right now. She's being loud, trying to come in the door. You don't hear her?
Well, it's 9:40, right? I don't think Sam's coming in, guys.
She got her show tonight.
Well, she's launches at 9:30, but I've messaged her twice, so I got no response. So I don't even know how much more time we can give old Darren boy here. because he was going to give us some really good news tonight.
Oh, what's up? I'm glad we're here for that.
Well, is he backstage? Is he listening?
A public
Or-
entity that employs 50 or more employees shall designate at least one employee. That's the
And
biggest thing.
actually, that standard's been upgraded. Anyone receiving federal dollars, that's no
Ooh.
longer a standard, but it's an initial standard, and you still want to use it because you don't want to get into a pissing contest right away. You want to get something that's been established since 1990 as a rule. So their compliancy has been since 1990. 2004 was another mandate, and then 2008, the ADAA said, that's it, you're fucking compliant today. Here forward. Now, if you got a settlement agreement within your state, that's even hilarious now because again shows. And I don't care if it's a settlement agreement with a school system, a town cop, or jailhouse, or any of them. Grab every settlement you can grab, and you're going to show the pattern of ignoring.
And maybe on another show, maybe Darren can, if y'all know about anything about res judica and collateral estoppel, they try to use that a lot.
I actually just slammed them with collateral estoppel the other day.
Yep. See that, and a lot of people do not know about that, and that is what these CPS people are using to, especially with the qualified immunity. Like, it's
what you can do is underneath the non-compliancy aspect. If you're in the court systems, it won't work at the jailhouse. But you're basically doing is you're telling them because you don't have a path. I'm demanding an absolute collateral stop right now. This matter has to be addressed. They can't ignore it
because they're right, and they try to get it to where it can't be kind of like a double
mandate. You cannot tell me I cannot prove your mandates.
Exactly.
Again, this is where they're wrong, guys.
But a lot of people don't know that.
True, but it's part of your documentation for when you go to federal court in that 10-day window. I keep telling you, be prepared. Get your arguments down. Create your fucking draft for the fucking thing. Input it. And then you're going to input your last few documents and go file. You want federal oversight. You want recommendations to DOJ, HHS, OCR, and DOJ. You are charging them with federal False Claims Act. With the False Claims Act, he cannot moot it. A judge has an obligation to protect the federal government's funding. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. They do. Okay.
Sorry, guys. I had to go. I'm out of an issue out here. I have to go shoot a possum.
Oh no.
So
I got one.
What the hell does a possum do? Knock over your garbage can?
I have a really huge possum in my backyard. It's scaring my chicken.
Yes.
They attacked my cats, so I had to go shoot one.
Oh no.
So we are one less possum in the world right now.
Well, they make good stew.
Yeah, this one's a big.
Oh my god, this sounds gross.
No, hey, Brenda. Hey, Brenda, in World War III comes, let me tell you right now, fucking squirrels and possums are damn good.
It's already done started, hey. Yo, did you guys see any of that footage from what's going on in Israel?
Iran, yeah.
Yeah.
Iran.
Cool.
So I don't know, ladies. You got anything else? Darren. What do you think of the collateral stop on the ADA? I think I let you read that brief the other day.
I thought it was interesting.
Res judica.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing up so we can say, "Hey, everybody, this is on." Hold on. Do this.
If anybody talked to me in the chat, I did not get to see their message, but I will get it with them after the show. Like Chris, I'll holler at you, and then John, I will send that link to you again, and maybe I'll do a show on since Brenda don't want to talk about it.
I'm still waiting for a show
about
bonds.
Activist appeals Governor DeSantis after state seizes families' children over false abuse allegations.
Here, the eviction, and it's still stayed. and the property, I mean, it's still in that, but it's fixing to, the ball's fixing to roll on all of it. And I just filed a,
You do realize, because this discrimination was against your brother. I just found this out the other day, that because of your brother, again, HHS, our DDS, Department of Social Services, should have done an evaluation before even filing for
Find
it.
the too. But I got more pellets. I'll be right out.
All right.
oh, hold on.
Did you know that? Brenda or Danielle, I can't hear you.
Oh, say that again. What did you say? Sorry, the dog bark.
I found this out, that HHS gives a policy to the departments of the states called Department of Social Services, and seeing how your brother was already incorporated into it, and he was served an eviction, that technically they should have done an evaluation if this eviction was proper and was compliant with Olmstead and met the rights of the disabled needs. So they didn't. So
Yeah,
just to let you know, that whole property mortgage fraud thing that it's going on, it's called fraud and
Guys,
swindle.
give me, I'm going to be back in about 4 minutes, and then I'll be back with a big announcement.
All right,
Okay.
we'll give you the 4 minutes.
Okay.
It's called fraud and swindle. And did you know, because again, that this was part of a reverse mortgage that was probably federally insured, that you can now bring that claim to the federal courts too?
Really?
Did you
That's
know
good.
that?
No, I didn't. I'm glad that I do know.
It's a crime against the disabled.
Yeah, definitely.
And
But I'm glad.
this is where I got to get Luann in here from the probate trap, because I have a lot of theories playing in my head on how to apply the ADA to the elder and inside of the probate system.
Sorry, y'all. Somebody was hollering.
Trying to find that.
Yeah, because that's with the whole, they over here in this, I don't know why they're like this, but the ADA, anything to do with the disabled, they are like, they're getting, I can say that they've gotten a little better, like the sheriff's department out here about handling like the mental health and stuff.
Hey, where's your policies and procedures? Where's your compliancy? Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And well, they've actually been, and for them to, like, for the what am I trying to say? For the tension that was there between me and the sheriff's department, or us and the sheriff's department here, because of the wrongful eviction, and it happened. They've actually been pretty decent. I'm actually surprised. Like, because
are they named in the DOJ complaint or HHS complaint?
Yes. Yeah.
Guarantee phone calls have been made behind scenes.
Okay.
Guarantee.
Well, and the Superior Court judge is the one that halted the
I got to tell you right now too. I know it's gonna feel, and I didn't believe it either, but then a couple of crazy things happen, and I'm like, holy fuck! They called them. As soon as your complaint hits the desk, trust me, there's a phone call being made to say, what the fuck is going on? 9 out of 10 times they're going to say you're a batshit crazy person. Don't listen to them. We're a state employee.
They tried to say that with Brenda, didn't they, Brenda?
Bullshit.
They tried to move Brenda.
Bullshit.
And then and then like with the wrongful eviction over here, when they were listening to the plaintiff and the lies, and her saying that like she knows somebody that works in the court. Well, just because you know somebody and just because you work in the courts doesn't give you any better. You're not no better than
violating her personnel
public official capacity. She's using her. I mean, and just having the knowledge of how to manipulate the system is bad enough. Like that right there is not even. And I mean, and honestly, I feel as though she should be held responsible, because she's the one that got the sheriff's department involved by lying to them. But then again, they should have followed up and checked the paperwork and stuff before, instead of just going with somebody's word, because I mean, I told him, I said, cite the law that authorizes you to deny seeing my electronic copies. I mean, here's the electronic.
So Kelly, the way I'm pulling out of that one is, again, 2019 settlement agreement, Department of West Virginia, or the state of West Virginia, and DOJ. It's a strong PDF. I'm telling you, Google
And
it.
it's in
You'll
the
get it in
West-
PDF form, and you'll get 3 more documents that are attached to it that are the official case documents.
2019.
But people actually have written manuals. There are motherfucking it's called technical assistance and technical guidance. There has been technical assistance and technical guidance given. You know, another state you guys want to look at is PA, strong for their policies. New Mexico, Washington. It's all going to be applied. What works here in this state must work here underneath equal protection laws and regulations, and your mandated fucking funding of mandated compliancy since 1990.
Yep, that's right. I mean, it's like wherever there's always money involved, like the funding to make this stuff happen. As long as it's going towards the right things, and it's not. And that's where
again HHS is trying to revamp. And again, I don't know.
look at
I
Georgia,
started the ADA bill, and I actually uploaded it to my freaking AI, and it said, "Holy shit, this thing's right on."
Yep.
It's amazing how they're already mandated. The laws are already on the table for accounting, but yet they're playing this game where the state will say, "You can't make me open up my books." The fuck I can't.
Well, I mean, this stuff's set in place. It's the written like it is for a reason, you know, that they know how it's going to run, but these states aren't wanting to implement it. That's the thing.
Because they don't want modifications of their policies and procedures.
Right, and they want to do it their way.
And on your eviction, Your Honor, Department of Social Services have to do evaluation. That's 3 more months now. 4 more months. And if they come back and they say, your brother shouldn't be moved, your brother shouldn't be moved.
No. And right. And that's what, I mean, it's been.
And again, keep this in the mind, guys. This works for your kids too.
Yep. And
again,
a lot of people.
I just don't get it. Cindy's case, I don't get how Kentucky can do what they're doing. I just cannot understand it. Why people are not teaming up and filing freaking multiple complaints.
Well, also, people need to read their case.
It takes 20 cases for them to finally pull the trigger and do an audit.
Right. And well, you got to show a patterns. A pattern. Yes. And I had a pattern tracker that I had created, and I had 6. It was like different tags, and it put your case in it, and it would tag, like see the tags, and it would hit it with it, and then it would, if people put their cases in it, it would put it in certain tags, you know. But because you don't need 50 cases, you only need the one, but it's got to be clean, organized case. Like, you got to have your stuff. You can't have a messy case. But and once you get the patterns, because trust me, it will trigger them, and they will look into it. They will start that. But I've learned this from a DOJ lady herself.
But they won't do the dirty work, and what they want to do is enter into frivolous settlement agreements, and there's no attorneys willing to push the lawsuit.
That's fine.
So I've kind of figured out a way too that, again,
you know what? And we the people got
to appoint my son and an attorney, and I'm demanding, because I'm over 15 people. It's a complex case that they cannot burden me as being the person. So I've asked for co-counsel.
I don't understand how an incapacitated adult like my son is. How are they?
Google it. Play your case out. Wait for Henry's brief. It's coming.
Now the attorney that he's got ain't even doing shit for him. And I'm like, dude, you're telling me that I'm supposed to call the caseworker when you're representing my son, and you're the one that's supposed to be talking to me. Like, you're supposed to be looking out for my.
I think I kind of asked your opinion of it the other day. Go back. I can't believe all my compadres have not answered me on that yet.
What? On what?
I sent it out to some people that I trust. You're on the list. There's some other people that we know, and I haven't gotten an answer from
You're
anyone.
on the list, Danielle. Watch out.
Oh, I'll have to go. Wait a minute. Okay, so I know what you're talking about now because I did just check that. Yes, I think it was yesterday or day before. So I'll get back to you.
Federal petition for removal.
Yep, and I will. Yeah. So
I think
want,
I've done one upgrade since that, but it's more or less tying into people and then tying in more of the argument. But the foundational numbers are there.
and yeah,
And again, I think it's green light. I think I got the removal for everyone.
Green light, go.
And again,
people,
Doge,
yeah.
if we did not have Doge tying into this in the False Claims Act,
right,
then
right.
the judge is left to his own opinion. I believe the judge does not have the right to overlook when federal dollars are being abused.
This judge that's in the probate over here in the county with my son, like this, that's been over it. I mean, he's caught them red-handed. And the impression that this is how I felt at the last hearing, that like they were not expecting me to show up, but boy, their faces were priceless. I thought the lady sold and left her body. Like, holy shit, it was the best thing ever. Like, hey, what's up? And they're like, Miss Wah, like, because they have not been contacting me, nothing. So fine. And the impression, exactly, you just took the words right out of my mouth. I feel like that judge said, Miss Wah, he's like, I need you. He's ready to throw the hammer at them. He just needs me to pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger.
Yep, that's
Give
what
them their 10-day notice. Comply or piss off.
And that's
I'm going after you fully.
March 3rd.
False Claims Act. I'm going after you under USC 18242 because you can't use that statute on your own. It's going to the False Claims Act, violation of the ADA. Violation of the ADA, False Claims Act. Then the 242, 241 becomes a conspiracy that you've identified. And again, they have not, by their ethics of their own employee manual, ran us up the ladder to ask why we ain't compliant.
And Kelly, I definitely, I don't understand how my son can consent to anything if he's incapacitated, and he is. And that's how what they did was they removed him to keep him, because they're trying to go for guardianship and conservatorship. So they're trying to get it ready to where, and they're trying to rush it because they're playing cleanup with it. If they get him away and make it look like he's in imminent danger or he was for an emergency removal.
What's the Olmstead program of your state saying?
The Olmstead, he needs to be in a least restrictive sitting.
No. Every state, like I have Olmstead of Connecticut. It actually comes out of Atlanta, Georgia. Every state has a chapter of Olmstead. So, what has your disability rights of the state said too?
They said that he could choose where he wants to be, and he could.
Why ain't they representing him?
They are now. They are.
And
this is all going down on March 3rd.
So what you want to do is again reinforce to them in writing too, and not towards them, but as part of it, because that doesn't eliminate your right of interaction underneath the association right to that disabled person.
Right. And because when they removed him and took and hid him out, they did not you got to think the intended.
Wait, just so the audience knows. So I'm not talking like interaction. I'm saying you're right to ensure that the program, service, and activity is compliant.
Right.
And fitting the needs of that disabled person.
Right.
So that's your association to investigate.
Yep. And that's yep, because that's why I've filed that. Where's it at?
Oh, we got a GAL doing that. How the fuck is a GAL qualified to do that, huh? They don't know the disabled habits, routines, and in the whole 9 yards. What they're
like they dismissed the guardian ad litem with my son. No, he's gone. He said they dismissed him.
And actually, I caught something good the other day because again, they were disabled. That if you have a guardian ad litem, there's now also supposed to be an attorney assigned to ensure the civil rights of that disabled person's being protected. You see how I'm going? I am fucking them in every fucking direction, guys.
My son, he don't have the guardian ad litem anymore, but he has the
And
attorney
challenge
now,
me
and the
that I'm
attorney
wrong
does
in
not
this
know.
series.
And
I
then
lost
with
you.
the
I got
money,
you on my
my
headset.
son's
Actually, I'm
fund,
gonna throw you on my headset.
my son's funds, they were trying to say that he didn't have no funds and they had to apply for Social Security. Bullshit. They haven't. So for 3 years, you're telling me where is my son's money? Because I know damn well when y'all got him, he had money. Who has his money? Where is my son's money? My son is very like, what happened to all his money that he had? Because they're trying to say they had to apply for Social Security. Bullshit. He had money and they're going to say zero? No. That's why they had to order for an additional hearing to provide evidence to the judge in probate because he was questioning about my son's funds, the savings, everything. So where's all that money? I think it's going to be that a family member may have had it and never followed him.
Did you hear about this case in Florida, the Pattersons? Like they took their children to the
Yes.
Children's Hospital in Hollywood, and it goes
Hollywood,
on
Florida.
that they had some kind of problem where it caused rib fractures and all these lacerations on the liver, and the DCF removed not only their twins but the 8-year-old son. Well, this this couple or whatever ended up going from one court to the other until it finally got to the US Supreme Court. And then they were pushing for that, they're calling it the Patterson's Law in state legislature, and if it's passed, the families will get the right to a second opinion in suspected child abuse cases. But they went right to DeSantis because they weren't happy that
When
none
was
of the
that,
courts.
Brenda? When was that?
I could send it to you. It's like
Is it an old case or is it a newer one?
no, it
Yeah.
isn't. Let me see. I'm trying to think of when this was. No, it's February 13th, 2026. This is how like current this is.
Wow.
Yeah, and then let me see, it goes on and on. And since Casey DeSantis and Ron DeSantis have been talking about all this helping the children, blah blah blah. Cohen, this guy, I guess he was the father of the children, urged DeSantis to put an end to this miscarriage of justice. Ron, you are a governor in Florida, and there's a family, Michael and Tasha Patterson, and their children, the Patterson family, who is going through exactly this. I'm asking you personally, as a loving father of 3, to look into this case. Governor Sanders' office would not be reached for comment, of course. But
so yeah, I would like to look into that, Brenda. I really do.
Now, would they have to give comment underneath the ADA? Yes, by association, somebody has the right to go there, file right to the governor's office, and say, "Hey, governor, what is going on here with this disabled?" And for the money scheme, I would really recommend you look underneath elder abuse laws and racketeering and fraud and swindle.
Right. Well, I mean, like with my brother, he can't even get help, and like he's had a claimant with Social Security for 3 years, and can't even get him insurance. Nothing. I got to pay out of pocket, and
forensic accounting of the account, and because your brother is now in state care, that they have to.
He's not officially in state care right now.
Well, he's in state restriction.
Right, like stabilization. Now, after that, I don't
know. Restriction, institutional setting. His liberties are. He's not able to freely go do what he needs to go do.
Yeah, he's
oh shoot! God darn it!
Well, and the thing is he started wandering off, and he was starting just there's something that has, I don't know if it was things that he shouldn't have been doing, or if it was, I mean, it could have been, I don't know why. I mean, you could ask Brenda, the way he's been.
I can give you examples you could throw in there too. What about magnesium and deficiencies or detoxifications?
Oh, yeah.
Nobody is looking at that. And again, I'm
No.
stressing this to a lot of people. Start looking at the parasites.
And I
Parasites
noticed,
in our
like,
body
with-
can fuck you up.
Right. And I noticed with him, there's certain things, like he would eat certain things and it would just set him off. Like, holy crap. And
Well, Nathan's gluten free, but again, look at the Lyme's disease. Look at that, you know what I mean? Look at to say it's not feasible and why the government is not looking down this path. Back again to the biomedical approach.
They're gonna
Kennedy.
if the mental health, like
You can get parasites from those cats, Darren, if you're around.
That's why they say pregnant women shouldn't be around cats. That's why they say it. There's a parasite in a cat. And I think it's connected to that mouse study that, again, I showed on my Facebook, where, again, the mice get this, it goes on in their brain. It makes them fearless to go in front of the cats. Cats eat them now. They become crazy. They go after dogs now. Dogs eat the cat. Gets transferred through the blood.
The circle of life.
Of red top. No, I'm just kidding.
My GAL attorney did nothing to protect my rights. Okay, so a GAL, yes, in some states it can be a GL, but GAL / they have to be an attorney to be, because it's keeping the club together.
Right.
But now there has to be an attorney to watch over that GAL to ensure that GAL is not violating the civil rights of the disabled in Olmsted. I'm telling you, it's another layer of the factor that you can raise and immediately get federal oversight. Because why you want federal oversight is basically, I believe once the federal government would get involved in your life, that's basically tell them hands off, or it's going to really piss them off and they're going to go for harder discrimination. You've been targeted. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say to get out of the system except for get a federal court order. And again, you're looking only for jobs and pensions. This is not about money. This is about change of system, change and stopping the state actors from discriminating against people with disabilities. Period. Be happy with jobs and pensions and making sure that person doesn't get the right to ever be around another person with a disability.
Still going to be backwards, Danielle.
It's all, I mean, I'm trying, girl.
What is it?
This is the infographic for the non-compliance report for the FDOC in Florida. And it just breaks it down like what they say. It says, let me see. Hold on. Is it upside down? Yes. Right now it's upside down.
Yeah.
Well,
look, my phone is messed up. I updated
Actually,
it.
You got awesome internet connection tonight. You know that?
I'm glad because well, besides this damn camera on here, I'm glad because I kicked everybody off of it. Plus, I got
well, you said your brother was gaming. You were on it, and
yeah, he hadn't even gamed in a while. That's what's weird. Right. Like he hadn't been doing nothing.
Oh no, there's something traumatized him. Somebody's got to check him out, and you start. I'm telling you.
Yes, and I don't know what.
I'll send you a panel of stuff that you would be able to naturally do through the hospitals and get a hospital to do the testing.
Yeah.
And again, you want to look at certain levels, and I'll go.
He had that out for me. Let me tell you.
And again, I'm telling you, man, agitation. That's what was going on with Nate too. He's agitated, and I don't know how, why, and he was huge off on his D's and magnesiums and B6. And
is he better now?
The whole, well,
is he better?
More alive, more alert, more compliant. He's not agitated. Again, think of it this way, guys. If you got a migraine and somebody's fucking with you, do you really put up with the shit? No, you snap and tell them to get fuck off if you don't feel well.
And that's like my brother, because he would think like I was
Can't.
talking about him all the
Can't
time.
do it. He can't do it. He doesn't know what's wrong with him.
No, he don't. And he just, but he thinks like everything negative. He thinks I'm out to get him. I mean, it was crazy. And you can ask Brenda. And
Now wait a minute. If you've been targeted and now you're only looked at as a cash cow and causing all these problems, and you just want to live like everyone else is living, you as a disabled person become now property. It's like you kind of feel not even worthy of being in the life. Why were you dealt this shitty fucking card? And our society should not be doing that.
I think
our
that's
society should be doing everything possible to say, hey, listen, it's okay, you're different. It's okay.
And with my brother, I think that's what he's scared of, because he sees what my son has gone through. And I told him, I said, bro, I said, it's not going to happen. I said,
he doesn't have his freedoms. I don't care. His freedoms are not there. You or me.
He's under my care, but he's not.
He doesn't have the right to make wrong choices. Does that make sense to you?
He don't have the right.
He doesn't have to worry about checkbooks, houses, fucking insurance. He's not in the race.
No.
He's been put on the sidelines and he sits home all day, all night, 7 days a week. Well, doesn't have friends like you or me. If you see him out in the general public, well, people with physical disabilities, if they're seen out in the general people stare at them. You know, like they've never seen a Downs person.
He won't eat. Like he's gotten a lot more open with being around people and stuff now, like, which I'm surprised, because he's opened up a lot more.
Well, that's good. And again, that's where you have to I think it's Darren beeping. Is that your pacemaker
Darren
going
is
off?
Done.
Chicken's done.
And it just
we're just seconds away here.
But it's crazy. Again, even Darren, he's taking even red beet vitamin pills. And I believe that shit is what, think about it, guys. When we were cavemen, what did we have access to? You know? Well, it was scavenging food, but
right?
Had to be survival.
It wasn't pizza. It wasn't Big Macs. It wasn't, Taco Bell.
Did you hear the stuff about the McDonald's hamburgers and all of that stuff?
Fuck
they're made out of garbage, like that.
Human remains.
I'm only putting good foods in me. I've lost several pounds.
I just can't.
Where am I at now? I'm 55
you can't eat no more chicken nuggets.
No chicken nugget. There's no pizza on my
Robert,
diet.
the kid that comes around here.
Drink some lemon juice. Get rid of those parasites, Danielle.
Cayenne pepper.
Yep.
Look,
cayenne,
I got. What's that? Look what I got right there. Cayenne pepper. Woo.
Yep.
Yeah, hot peppers. Hell yeah, that'll get rid of them.
Burns the hell out of my mouth.
The mouth that it burns out.
Well, that too.
Again, same when you see crazy dogs and cats eating grass. You know, it's about cleaning out their GI.
If you see Brenda out there eating grass, stop her.
Hey, her chicken's been eating weird, because now she noticed the eggs aren't coming.
Yeah, my chicken's not eating enough grass. I think that's a
problem.
problem.
The calcium deficiency or something, wasn't it, Brenda? Or she could be elderly and it's not making the hard part of the shell for the eggs. It's soft.
Disgusting.
It's don't judge that chicken. Who? Okay, now
maybe she's got parasites. Hello.
Yeah, they eat ticks.
My chicken?
Yeah. Chickens eat ticks.
Yeah. What do I get?
What
is it?
Maggots.
She likes
any kind of maggot.
Mm-hmm. She likes digging for bugs, don't she, Brenda? Like she likes certain parts of the yard.
She can't get enough.
That's where the grubs are.
She's funny. That chicken
the
is
grubs
smart.
are.
Let me tell you, I've never seen a chicken like this smart. Like, holy crap! I would
Did you
love
see
to be
the
in that little
video I
chicken's
did
head.
where she came into my laundry room? She's just coming out and hanging out.
That's, and she talks like she talks. She'll sit there and listen to our conversations. She ain't playing. She
Right? We can get her for
I'm not
eavesdropping.
look right. She's a smart
Yeah, that's what
chicken,
they
but
tried to arrest us for, eavesdropping. Can you believe this? Because we taped. Well, it wasn't my husband recorded a session with some counselor where he had a recorder in his pocket. I recorded so I could remember a meeting that I had with 3 of the CPS supervisors, whatever they were. And when the FDLE came in and raided our house in 2016, about 5 months after my kids were taken, yeah, they found that little recording, which we never did a goddamn thing with, and that's how they tried to get us both for eavesdropping, because those recordings were on that little audio recorder. And Florida is not, what do you call it, a state that you could record without them knowing, I guess.
Actually,
it's
you're
a
kind of
two-party.
wrong.
They
You're
ended up
kind of
dropping
wrong.
that though.
If
They just
if
wanted
you're
us to
proven
check.
if you're proven discrimination, you have the absolute right to fucking record. So fuck that law. If you telling me somebody's abusing you, you don't have the right to record them to stop
And
the
that's the
abuse.
reason
Go to
we
the police.
recorded it, is because
Bullshit.
to prove this lady was nuts off the wall, saying that when we went, yeah, we were going through whatever they wanted us to jump the hoops to get the children back, right? And then she says, she'd say things like, and she was just trying to trigger us. Come to find out later, and she admitted it to it, because when they took my kids, they said, oh, they had to take. I'm like, why were my kids' clothes on the ground that they were wearing when my kids were taken out of the house? And they said, that we made them take showers because they stunk. And then, so this counselor knew all that. She says to
Do you
us,
know why they make
when
them
you
take
leave,
showers?
we have to spray down the couch because the couch sprays, and the people that come in behind you.
You-
We're like, what are you talking about? Because, of course, you're wearing your best clothes and doing everything you can to impress these people. And yeah, she just trying to get us to react to it. So that's why we decided, hey, we're going to record this crazy bitch. And then, of course, that was another reason to put us in jail for eavesdropping. Wasn't that was on election night? Yeah, that was on the election night. And that's the other thing. If we could prove in that original case that the sheriff had
Oh,
no right to
don't
go up against my
don't
husband, who was the opponent, and put these criminal charges on
don't
us.
even waste your time with that shit until you're ready to file a parallel case, and that's
Mhm.
after discovery that you're granted with the rights underneath the ADA. Okay, I wouldn't even worry about that shit. Get the Chris's removal.
Yeah.
It's the only way to stop the abuse, guys.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
Get pensions and jobs. Leave the rest of this shit alone. Once you start running that parallel lawsuits and going to get them, first you got to get them on the fraud and swindle. Then they're sued individually. Then you can go after them after the finding of derelict of duty. And there's so much to this. It's not even funny. Everybody wants to go right. And Lewis is right on it. I don't know about you, Darren, but even the way he was talking about, first you got to get him at your state RICO before you can go federal RICO. You know?
Rico Suave.
So all these people out there just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go slam a RICO." No, you're not. It's not gonna be simple. And they make it that way. But if you get the Doge report, it is simple now.
You know, I even got these people.
Nothing is simple. Everybody needs to remember that nothing's simple and nothing's overnight.
It's not.
You know, like this stuff is not.
Usually you win when you use their data.
It's been going on for a long time, guys.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we need to remember that. So don't forget that, you know, like this is, you know, this isn't just going to be like, boop, it's done and it's over with.
No.
It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of work.
Listen,
lot.
even if your argument's solid, I've
Precious
seen the first
time,
court
a
of
whole lot
appeals.
of precious time
Yep.
to make
Yeah.
it right now.
That's where they forged and intercepted the guardianship petition that they were supposed to serve me in 2023. My dead mother, excuse me. They intercepted it at the post office. This is what they turned in for a certificate of service. And they picked it up at a post office that was 45 minutes from my home. And I never, so yeah, so they don't know that I have this. Like,
Again, run it with a parallel suit, get the removal first. Deal with it after discovery.
Yep. Because they, I mean, I can't believe like everything that was in the beginning, like when all this, it was like right after my mom died, when all this started, is what they're trying to play cleanup with now. Because it was all, how are you going to get away with amending a guardianship petition 4 times and tell me that that's not fraud? Or tell me that there ain't something iffy, like shady about that? 4 times? Come on. That's ridiculous. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oops.
John's going crazy with his landlord tenant. John, it sounds like it to me again. I don't know, but I think Canada really follows more or less the international human UN rights. America's adopted it, but I want to say Trump withdrew from it. I don't know, John. The shit I'm hearing from you about your home, crazy.
What's going on
How
up
can
here?
they torture you like that? One day you're gonna have a dozer, next day it doesn't show up.
What happened? Ooh, that reminds me. Ooh.
Yeah.
So
Ridiculous.
again, I'm not much up on houses, but
I mean, John's
I know when
still up there
somebody's
or what?
being cruel to you.
Is John's friend still up there or what?
Yeah, is your friend still up there, John?
Well,
That is wrong.
And again, my example of, earlier was talking to, and this is proving the point where people can take advantage of people like that and just torture them. You can't do that. You can't, especially if you're perceived as being disabled. I don't even give a shit. The game's over with. That's how simple it is. It's been outlawed, and we're not chasing them after that. Instead, we're all like, this is all normal procedure. Oh, GALs are going to do this shit to me, or, judges are going to do this. Fuck you people.
Right.
You shit just like me.
It all comes out the same way, right? Hey.
Except for Brenda. I ain't like you.
what
I don't like fighting with the asphalt.
I said flowers. What? Little flowers come off my butt.
I ain't gonna win.
All you gotta do is watch her shorts, and you'll see what's going on with her. Like, she just got pulled over the other day. You're busted. She's singing
I
in
saw that one. Oh, happy. Hey, how the hell is that going with the ticket? Did you get a ticket?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Ever since I moved to Eunice, Louisiana, I swear to God, I have gotten 4 traffic tickets, and I've never got a traffic ticket in my freaking life.
She's like, you busted. I'm like, what the hell is she?
I'm like,
You ever
I guess
think it's-
God didn't
you ever
want me
think it's
going out and
state-
getting my prescription glasses. Well,
You ever think it's the state of Florida saying, hey, listen, bust her balls, I'm getting sick of her?
I believe
well,
it. I believe that.
well, that's the thing. That's in Florida. I'm sure that.
Don't you have them
thing
threat
was,
tags
I was
on
in
you,
my
Brenda?
son's car, so his license plate isn't associated with that threat tag. But once
But
they get
your
my
license-
license, and they're like, "Oh yeah, she's
What about
that
them
terrorist."
Boltons? Is them Boltons have anything to do? Is that what the threat tag is? No,
What is it?
the Boltons. Maybe I'm thinking
Yeah,
wrong.
bulletin. It was put on by Eric Holder during Obama's administration. Yes, I have a copy of it. It's a law enforcement sensitive bulletin.
Did we get it,
And whoever
Darren?
provided it to me
We're good,
committed
we're
a
good,
federal
we're good.
crime. It says I'm known to call the White House and spew hatred about the government.
That's funny because we used to do that same thing. We used to call it, be like, hey, I'm taxpayer and I deserve to talk to the president right now. Taxpayer and I deserve to talk to the president right now. So we used to do.
Yeah. And that was only one thing about me. Everything else was about Chris and his films. And good Lord, the man is making films on YouTube, using it as a broadcasting network. He wasn't going. He
But-
doesn't consider it social media. He considers it,
But-
hey, it's a free way to
Right.
put my film together right here on YouTube. They've been going
just
after
like
him
anybody else, right?
film since 2011. That's when the first gut tag was put on us when we were in Maine.
Well, look at how they're judging, like with Chris, and they're so easy to talk about
and
this
the
shit on
judge's
news
security
media, and the
measure
judge.
mirrors the bulletin saying he's some type of threat to law enforcement, prosecutors, and judges. So how is that going to work for us?
And they've made a character out of him, like Chris. Period. Like they like
Yo,
with that
there.
judge.
Darren,
she
I think
said?
it popped up.
What's your
Did
head,
it?
buddy?
What are you going to show us? I mean, we can't wait any longer. We're old. We're going to get to bed pretty soon.
Hell yeah,
Brenda?
Brenda. I'll second that one.
Kind of been staying
We're
up
not
late.
going to
Don't
do
let
a
her
4-hour show today. What happened?
Oh, that's what last weekend was, 4.5 hours. And
Yeah.
you're telling
Why
me I'm a
didn't
jackass.
somebody
Keep
remind
going.
me? Because, well, no, my brother.
Oh,
would-
we
It
invited
doesn't even
you.
seem
We
like it's been a
invited
week.
you.
I didn't even know that it was the 21st. Just put it that. I knew
And
that
I
that
had no
was
idea.
on the
Thanks a
21st.
lot, everyone, Darren, for
And
letting me know that
I
this
think
was
we ought to
happening
have
because I
a
didn't
once a
know.
month meeting about
I felt
strictly
I felt
what
stupid when
we're
I came
doing.
in the chat. I was like, "Hey, everybody," and then I'm like, "Oh shit!" But it was already too late. I was like, "Wait a minute!" I said, "Oh
Yeah.
no!" I said, "That was."
I had
said,
no idea. I heard you
That's
guys
all
talking
I
about that was
know.
going to happen, but I didn't know the date even.
"Oh
That's
my
all
God."
I know.
I'll tell you what, it's coming. Everybody stay tuned. It's coming.
Come on, we're on the edge of our seat, literally.
We're almost there. I just need a little bit more time. So I'll
Yeah, I
make
don't
sure
know how
it
you
goes
guys
out when
sit
it
so
comes
long
out.
because this couch is going up my rear.
Well,
I'm
then
gonna
I
do,
say
I'm
we
gonna do a
carry.
separate live when I
Mhm.
get ready for this to come out here in just a minute.
See, look at
All right.
Darren. Darren's a smart one. He's not sitting down. I think he's not sitting down. He's standing up.
I'm on the edge of my own seat.
Danielle, lessons to be learned here.
Hey,
Hey,
easy,
get up off your
easy,
ass, people,
That's a
easy.
because
man.
a healthy
Man
body,
with a
healthy
bad
mind.
back. That's a man with a bad back getting comfortable.
Yeah, it's gonna suck that this is what comfort is in my life.
Ouch.
I think that's it.
You think it is? It's almost there. It's almost there.
You know,
So
going
just
for a
I'm gonna
walk
tell
every
everybody
day
then.
is
I don't
good
care.
for your mental health. Go for a walk, people. Okay.
The app has kicked his ass, but it's almost there. It is there where it's had some coding
It
issues.
takes a lot
I
to
guess
do an app like
it
that.
does.
Takes a lot
It
of
does.
maintenance.
I listen.
I know.
I
You'll
have
be going
no idea
cross-eyed
about
and
it.
everything else.
and like and it's a lot. And then trying to teach Brenda, yeah.
Oh, I just told him it better be click and drag, Benda. That's all I want. I don't want to upload nothing. I want to click my whole file. Boom, done.
You know,
Review it.
Google has some good. They let a lot of good
And the
stuff.
crazy part is, guys, I was telling him today we ought to have shows on how to use, interact, upload, allow people to upload or whatever.
I don't know how to
you
copy
know.
and paste. I still like if I was to do it on my laptop, it doesn't happen. Yeah, I can do it
Yeah,
on
I'm
my
right with you,
There's-
Brenda.
Yo,
There's apps that like
Hold
Google
on.
Notebook is what, huh?
What, Darren?
I'm right
no,
with you.
nothing. Mary's yelling from outside. Hold on one second. I
Oh,
gotta let
hey,
her in.
Mary.
I
Mary.
gotta let her in.
Mary. That's what
But, you
my
know-
mother-in-law's name was. And Chris's
Brenda,
dad used to sit on the freaking
I know.
couch. And,
Get to the
Mary.
chat.
What's that?
I
She
don't-
just banged on the
Mary.
door, screaming like an idiot, and here she comes walking in.
Am I missing
Marianne.
chat here? What am I missing? Hold on. Oh, hey, John. I'm trying to see what's up in the.
What
Oh.
we were asking John a minute
Wait.
ago. Is somebody?
Well, I was John
still there?
was what I was going to tell him was there's a video on my YouTube. Okay, Brenda don't want to hear about it, but she'll be okay. But anyways, it talks about Brenda. Don't even start, Brenda. Don't So back to what you were talking about earlier, like that link for about the orphan trains and the incubator babies and stuff.
Let's
I
get out
came
of
across
the
a
1800s.
video. Look, Brenda, that is some interesting stuff because let me tell you, the video I watched the other day about history, and it's like we're it's the same thing what's happening now, but what they were doing back then of how you have to watch it, John. It would interest you would like it. And it talks about the orphan trains and the incubator babies, but once again, parents these kids were sent and they thought that they could like say if a recession was going on or something and they were struggling, they would take the child to the not infirmary, the place which was CPS. I forgot what they called it back then, but it wasn't an orphanage. It was called something else, but it's in the video. It's like it's a long video, but they go into detail. But what happens is when they're thinking that their children are fine, no, they end up shipping the children off up north or somewhere to where they're going to be labor trafficked or something. And these are kids and they're and yeah, it's but it's going on right now still till this day. You have to go watch how they were doing it, and it's just but it's low income families that went to reach out to CPS that thought it was a system built to help us, and instead it turned a needing help kind of thing into a contract. The child and it come into a contract, and it was all for profit for them, and it's crazy. It's I can explain it.
John says those videos are confirming all of our video testimonies.
Yep, that's right. That's right, John. Because it's if my history shows on my, trust me, I watch some bogus stuff sometimes. Just ignore my history. But like I'll go from talking about orphan train to Google AI or something.
If anything ever happens to me, please erase my Google history. Oh my god!
At least the day you fell, at least take that down.
Huh?
It was Valentine's. Boom.
What was it?
The day she fell, she should at least take that down.
Oh man,
Valentine's.
It was Valentine's, wasn't it? All I know is Brenda was supposed to call me, and
they say, "Fuck Valentine's, we're going right to Mardi Gras." Now, Mardi Gras last year didn't come till March 1st. But
oh my gosh, is today March 1st?
Today's the 1st, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it's not yet. Tomorrow or Sunday.
That's today, Brenda.
So Brenda, you really know how to make a real Cajun crawl?
What do you mean?
Gumbo or
gumbo?
Well, I leave it to the people that lived here all their life. Like my daughter-in-law, her parents. I've got people down the road that gave me some of this gumbo. They have. Guess what? I went to a Taste Your Choice. My son got tickets. They're like $40 a piece. Where they're making. You can try everybody's dishes. Okay, if you got a ticket to get in there, they were raising money for actually the pharmacy I used to work for, but. Hell yeah. Oh man, there was some good dishes there, man. They give you a little cup of it or whatever. You go and then you take one of these little babies like you find in your king cakes, and then if you like their dish, you put the baby in there, and whoever gets the most babies at the end of the day, they win. And by the way, I only ate king cake 3 times in my life since I've lived over here. 3 times. Each time I had this baby in my mouth. So
hey, I'm on live right now.
I don't know. Now my son's gonna have him a baby, so I don't know.
Instagram.
They say a lot of people think it's Jesus. I don't know. I'm not into all that.
Did you hear what Darren said?
I take my prayers right to the top. God.
Darren just said he's live.
Okay.
No, I was telling Mary that. Mary's just yelling some.
Wow.
Mary.
I saw a white screen. I thought he was launching the app.
I'm trying to, Henry.
I'm like a proud father. I got a fucking cigar ready to burn.
So do I.
Oh yeah, taking a burn. I'll be right back. Hello. Bye.
Turn your volume off, woman. Your mic. Oh Lord, there she is.
That's what it
Brenda.
is.
Brenda.
Is she still talking?
And
And how you might ask, how do I light my bowl with one hand? Well, I stick it in
That's
my
got
mouth.
to be a funny fucking sight.
Let me see.
Oh, she gets mad.
And then I got to use this. Wait, where are you?
Hey Brenda, how is it opening a can? How do you
I
have
got
a
an electric can opener now.
She went and bought herself an electric can opener.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
She had to. Bless her.
Wait a minute. You never had an electric can opener?
Well, no, I have, but it's
But
been
she
a many
I
years.
can't. The only ones I like though are the side cutters, the ones that actually cut the whole lid right on the side instead of on the top.
Oh yeah, my
All
son
the
had
ones
one.
behind
Yeah,
the
my son
springs
got
on
one
the
of them.
top, they suck.
Is he dead?
Exactly.
I got a good pair. What the hell?
But-
Can opener. Not electrical one though. I got a good. If I can keep up with
They're
them.
like $10.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to get an electric can opener than that cool new fancy tool where it guarantees to open it up all the time. And again, it cuts it all the way around the side. Perfect. No spilling, no.
Yeah, but I
No
can't
headaches.
twist my arm.
Yeah, because
And oh, by the way, how do you think I open the water bottles? Oh, with my teeth.
oh yeah, that's the other. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I told you.
I
use your
have
knee.
literally. I need I need my husband back here to take care of me.
Don't look weird.
Dang. I'm dying over here. I can't wash. I can't do anything.
I'm
I do
trying,
go to work
Brenda.
though. I do go to work.
That's funny.
Yeah. I can go on
How
the
long they say
register.
you have to wear that for?
Stay close. I'm going to get it X-rayed on Thursday again, and it's probably going to be a good 3 weeks before I can get rid of it, most likely. Just hopefully they don't have that. I don't think there's no fragments in there, but they didn't see any. Yeah, my son was on vacation at the time. I went in the emergency room, and the guy's like, you want to see these x-rays? And I'm like, okay. And I go over look, and then I go back to the room, whatever. And he's like, act surprised when they tell you your elbow is broken. I'm like, okay, because he's like, I'm not supposed to let you see that. But then that guy remembered me from when that guy T-boned me, and I had all the glass in me. And he's like, what, first you're in a car accident, and now this? He says, because that was like a year ago. And then he's like, oh, here, I'm going to go take pictures of it so you can have it. And he's like, do you want me to send this to Doc, my son? And I'm like, oh, no, he's on vacation. You might as well just not even let him know.
Brenda,
and by the way, Chris
if
does
you
not
had
know about
no
this
bad
either.
luck, you would have no luck at all.
Yeah.
That sounds like you're a walking surgery.
I was doing pretty freaking good for a while. I don't know. I don't know.
Until Marty, that light up hat.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
then
it
I
was.
got a tube in my ear on what, Thursday or
Yeah,
whatever.
just the other day.
I've got it all going on. I can't hear any better out of this ear either.
Oh,
I
really?
got tinnitus in this one, yeah.
My left ear. Yep. Look at my left arm, my left ear. I'm done.
Right. Don't make it your left leg. No, man.
Well, it's pretty sad we're talking about geriatrics on a Saturday night, ladies.
Right, Darren? It's all your fault.
So,
He just wanted us to keep him company tonight.
who? Who?
Darren just wanted us to keep him company.
Well, it looks like we only have one person in the chat.
No, we're good.
John,
I'll start. Let me just
there's
get this
still
done,
people.
and then I'll launch
There,
I'll launch a different show.
there's still people watching.
Yeah.
I mean, I can stay
There.
on. I mean,
Well,
I'm
hello,
sure.
everybody watching.
Well, then you and Danielle, Darren, go ahead and launch a show
We're
later. And
me and Danielle are, what are we? The Justice Duo now. Didn't y'all know? We
She's,
got our own thing going on.
she's,
sweet. What's that?
we're
She's
trying
like,
to do Allie Carter preview some of her
yeah,
stuff.
we were trying to help it out, and
But
good
that
Lord.
it worked. It's just it
Well,
kept
I
freezing
don't
up.
know if y'all heard of the Justin Faulkner. Is it
Justin
Justin
Faulkner. I thought it was
With the
Justin.
what is it?
Truth
Battlefront
be told,
Broadcasting. Okay, if y'all want to get on a show that can get your shit out there,
are you talking about on
yeah,
Rumble? Truth be told,
yeah, it's same thing. Truth be told, yeah, they don't even mess around with YouTube. They're on Rumble. They did Allie's
okay.
story a couple times. They do other people's stuff too, and they do investigations and stuff. Yeah,
I know.
they know how fucked up it is with the kid thing. I mean, Allie Carter was one of the victims that they're talking about with freaking Epstein. She was a foster kid.
Look, those that I was watching some of that. I'm looking
You
at
don't
the
see her
Epstein stuff, and
testifying at that place because it's all bullshit. Those ladies testify. Well, I don't get me started. Hello, but
And that's what my
some
problem is
people I
right now,
think got
Danielle.
themselves into that
the Epstein
situation.
files.
Other people were forced into
Yeah,
it.
because the war is going to take the pressure off of what needs to be done there. I don't know why we're not fucking demanding Pam Bondi's job, and I like her, but you know what? Sorry, these
What I don't understand is why. I know that there are
I've seen
more
enough.
people starting to see what's going on with the kids now
Right.
than before, but still, it's not. It's like, why is it so? Why is it not catching more attention? Why is it not? These are children. These are children. Children. Children are innocent. Children should not have to go through this. Children belong with family, but children are missing. Children are, and
Actually, I'm sorry, adults too. Human
Yeah,
has
because
to be
well, guess
around
what? They
family.
used to be kids. Now they're adults. Like in my
yeah,
case, right?
and right, and like they're young adults and the disabled, the elderly. I mean, think about they're people too, and why is it so easy for people to just do these things and get away with it nowadays? Because I'll tell you what, if this was back when my grandma was alive, my grandma beat somebody with the Bible. She dared CPS worker to come up to her house because she told him she having to come into Jesus meeting with that big white Bible. Like, it had a little bit of Christian in it, but she would.
To me is like, you know how they got the alligator
No, she was
albatross
taught.
where
What
they-
it was is your grandmother was taught the Constitution and Constitution rights.
That's right. And then
today we don't do that in school anymore.
got
And
that.
again,
I've got my little
everyone's
Constitution
compliant.
book
And then the
somewhere.
sad part is you give up your rights when you take a service program or activity of the government.
Right. And that's what sucks. Cause and
that's
I got a little booklet at this thrift store once. I mean, it's just this big. It's the Constitution. It has all your constitutional rights in there.
I found for Georgia, it's the rights and responsibilities of a youth in foster care. The stuff they expect these children to, and I'm like, wow. But then there's also, where did I do that? I had it right here. But this, I mean, like I saw what a caseworker told a 17-year-old autistic young man that was going into extended, like they said he was going to be aging out or whatnot, but like the stuff they expected him to do in a 6-month period was, I mean, I didn't even have that much when I was that age, and these kids don't.
Hello.
Well, anyways, guys, I don't know. Darren, why don't you rip us out of here? You go to work on that. Make us proud.
I'll do a
Give us a healthy baby.
I'll be
Is
Somebody
Darren's
pregnant?
microphone? I
Who's
think Darren's
pregnant?
microphone is off.
Somebody
He's
pregnant?
He's birthing the app tonight.
Look
Oh,
at guys. Look at you. Want a piece of cherry pie? Swear to God. Okay.
Guys, I gotta go. I will be in touch. I gotta go.
okay.
Take us out of here. Cool seeing
right.
y'all. Thank you for coming in tonight, and whoever's left.